Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Another show, back to back. You know what it's all about, folks, and thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 191 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist broadcast. And, of course, before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And for all you fat, jelly, lazy bastards that are too lazy to open up a window, there's all kinds of little buttons underneath the player right there in front of you. All kinds of Google Plus buttons, Facebook like buttons, retweet this buttons, share this buttons. Use and abuse those freaking buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, let me tell you something right now. Before we get into the markets, I do want to say that did anybody see that glorified straw poll that everybody took seriously last night called the Iowa caucus? I mean, can you believe what happened in the Iowa caucus? I mean, I can't believe it myself. You know, I'm still perplexed, for Christ's sake. But anyway, we're going to talk about all that in a minute. But first, I do want to get to the markets because I know there's a bunch of capitalists out there because I've got tens of thousands of capitalists that listen to me throughout the world. And I know that they're concerned about the financial situations as it pertains to the market. So we're going to get right into that right away, and then I'm going to take your calls, of course, folks. This is a Wednesday edition, and I hope that you fruity asses, because, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how many homosexuals, lesbian bull dykes, trans testicles, and bronies are a massive contingent of my broadcast, for Christ's sake. So I hope that you fruity asses don't turn this into a freaking Fruit Bowl Wednesday. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the market so I can get through that and then take your calls. Once again, folks, we had a helter-skelter day on the markets today. We began the day in the negative. As a matter of fact, the futures, before the markets even began, were trading in the negative. But, of course, I mean, everybody figured out that, hey, we're in a way oversold market. I mean, I'm telling you right now, the unfortunate part about the situation we're currently in is that we just don't have enough volume in this market right now. There's just not enough volume. There's not enough people trading shares, buying shares, accumulating shares. I mean, there's just a small, limited group of people. And this is why I do this broadcast in hopes of letting folks that are out there working hard, you know, working the double shifts, you know, working 2 jobs, working 60, 70 hours. Instead of going out there and putting your money in a bank or in a checking account, which you know you'll blow on nothing but garbage that's going to end up breaking 6 months down the road anyway, this is why I do this show, encouraging folks to go out there and start realizing that your personal name in this capitalist game is defined by your assets. And what are assets, folks? I'm talking about stocks. I'm talking about, physical commodities, gold, silver. I'm talking about cars, real estate, assets, things that you can possess at the current time and then later liquidate for a capital gain or for equal value, bare minimum, just equal value, for Christ's sake. And at this point in time in the equities markets, we're just not seeing enough people getting into the markets. And that's why I'm encouraging folks, even if you don't know a goddamn thing about the markets, what you should do, whatever you normally kick back in the savings account traditionally, you should open up yourself a brokerage account. Now, there's a whole bunch of them. All right, nobody's paying me to sit here and plug them, so I'm not going to suggest any brokerage firm to you, but you get a brokerage account, and then you start depositing what you traditionally would deposit in your savings account, deposit in that brokerage account, all right? And then you start figuring out, well, what's my favorite company? What company do I like? What company do I consume, my family consumes, my friend consumes, so on and so forth, and then each month just start buying shares of that stock each month. Everything that you traditionally kick back into your damn savings, you put it in your brokerage account and you start accumulating these shares. You start accumulating these stocks. And let's say you do nothing else but do that for 5 years. I'm guarantee you, folks, and in 5 years minimum, you're going to have $20,000 in equities. And you know what's going to happen then? You could start approaching the bank for loans. The bank's going to actually talk to you because you actually have collateral. You actually have something to bring to the table out here. I mean, the banks are going to actually be salivating for that collateral. And you see, this is where wealth is built, folks. It's built upon the accumulation of your assets and utilizing the leverage with those assets to get loans from the bank so that you can use that capital from the bank to generate even more revenue, to generate even more capital. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. All right? That's what it's all about. And that's why I do this broadcast. So everybody who's listening to the sound of my voice right now, I encourage all of you, each and every one of you, to go out there and become a capitalist. Don't sit here and just accept your position in life. You have the position to carve out your own destiny. And the way you carve out your own destiny is to accumulate assets and being able to use those assets for loans at later time. And don't blow the loans on trips to freaking Hawaii, for Christ's sake, all right? What you do with those loans is you open up a business, all right? Or you get a piece of property, and make it an income property. You get a piece of property, rent it out, Yeah, I mean, it's real simple. I mean, just imagine you got such low interest rates right now that you could be able to finance a home. Of course, you have to have collateral or at least money down to put on a home nowadays. You can't just be like it was pre-2008. You could just have a $25,000 a year freaking income job, and somehow Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were going to bankroll your freaking $250,000 house. That doesn't happen, all right? That doesn't happen. You actually have to put down on whatever property that you're going to get. But let me tell you something right now. These mortgage prices, all right, are going to be so low. They're going to be lower than your traditional rent. And moreover, especially if you have an income property, especially if you get some of these toxic assets on the bank's books, some of these fixer-uppers, so to speak. You buy it pennies on the dollar. You go in there, you fix it up, you rent it out, and believe it or not, the renter, the person actually renting the house will not only pay the mortgage that you took out to get the property in general, but then you got extra money. Whatever you put over the limit of the mortgage for rent is your income per month, man. So let's say you get one of these toxic assets. Let me tell you, the bank has a whole bunch of these toxic asset-based real estate properties on their portfolio, and they want to get rid of it. And if you happen to have a little bit of capital, let me tell you something. All you got to do is approach a bank and say, "Hey, can you give me some of your toxic asset real estate listings? I'd like to, see what's going on. I'd like to see if there's any prospects of me potentially just taking this toxic assets off your hands." And the bank's going to be salivating. Are you kidding me? And then what you do is you go in there, you take it off their hands, pennies on the dollar, you fix it up, and you rent it out to somebody who needs that house to raise their family, all right? And not only is that family going to pay off the mortgage, but they're going to give you a monthly income. It's that simple, for Christ's sake, man. It's that simple. Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to get off on that tirade, but, that's what this show's all about. I want to make capitalists here. You understand? I want capitalists to prosper, not just in America, but throughout the international community, because this is a global economy, all right? A global economy out here. And let me tell you something. In our lifetimes, we are going to see the first trillionaire. And that's right. We are going to see the first trillionaire. And let me tell you something. If you want to be that person, you have to listen to every single thing that I'm saying and be able to apply it to your life in an applicable form so that you can be able to profit and parlay that profit until you accumulate $1 trillion worth of assets. All right? Assets, not cash. You notice that you can't go up to Bill Gates and say, hey, show me, your little statement that has your $60 billion in the bank. Bill Gates does not have $60 billion in the bank, all right? None of these billionaires have billions of dollars in the bank, all right? They have it diversified in hundreds, sometimes thousands of investments. So all I'm saying is, folks, is if you want to get, in with the game, if you want to start making some serious capital, you need to start listening. And all these people that are sitting here pissing and moaning that I'm bored, I don't get it. These are the people that I'm telling you right now, you're going to be bossing these people around in the future. You see all these people in here, they're like, I'm bored. These are the people that are going to be renting from you, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? These are the people that you're going to be collecting at the end of the month from, these pieces of trash. And you see how they're sitting here saying, I'm bored. They're going to be saying that to you when they don't have the rent at the end of the month. And you know what you need to say as a capitalist? Get the hell out. Get the hell out is what you need to tell them, because let me tell you something right now, folks. We're in a day and age where you can't show any more empathy to anybody. All right? No, you can't show sympathy. You can't show empathy. You can't show compassion to anybody in the modern world. Now, maybe not in the third world where folks don't have a choice. They're born into a disgusting either dictatorship situation or in a situation where, food is scarce, so on and so forth. But in America, Europe, the emerging markets in Asia, to sit over here and say that, there's anybody really suffering in these nations, to anybody who's going to sit over here and say that, we should throw compassion or empathy towards people that are supposed to be in quote-unquote bad situations in these countries, it is just ridiculous. You understand? And that's why I'm saying you need to show compassion to nobody, especially if they owe you money. Especially if they owe you money. All right? I don't care how many kids they have. I don't care if their mammy died. I don't care what the excuse is, all right? You better have my money or I'm going to kick you out of my property. You better have my money or, hell, I'll even go as far as send a freaking bruiser to your house. You understand that? If you don't have my freaking money. I'm not joking, man. Anyway, let me stop. I'm going off keister here. I'm not trying to, give you the economic insights of Joey Needles from the, New York Genovese family, all right? What I'm just saying is that you need to take money very seriously because everybody else isn't, all right? Everybody else isn't. As a matter of fact, everybody else out there is just spending their money like it's no big deal out here. They're just giving it away. What you need to do is how to figure out how to convince them to give it to you. That's all capitalism is, baby, all right? That's all it is. All these idiots that are out there giving their money on the to ridiculous electronic widgets from China, to ridiculous. All you got to do is just say, hey, why don't you bring some over here and spend it with me? It's that simple. And all you people that are sitting here saying I'm a mean person, hey, screw you, all right? Screw you. I bet you're the type of person that sits over here and actually embraces yourself, immerses yourself. You know what I mean? Bathes yourself in emotion and empathy. You notice that's a typical MO of most people in the country today, in America. Oh, these emotional vampires, they're walking all over the place. They're in your family. They're out here in the streets. You know, these emotional vampires that just try to suck out the emotion out of you, you know. Oh, I'm having trouble with my finances, you know. Oh, I'm having trouble with my children. Oh, I'm having trouble with... You know what? Who isn't? Who isn't having trouble, asshole? Huh? Who doesn't have a sob story? You understand? Sick and tired of people sitting over here calling me the bad guy because I'm sitting over here just putting it how it is. You understand? I'm backslapping you people into reality, and you people don't like it. You understand? Look at these people in the chat room. They're pissed off because they don't want to hear reality slapping them upside their flat choppers. Or I should say fat choppers, whichever, for Christ's sake. A lot of flat choppers out here, a lot of lispy people calling into the True Capitalist radio show, so we definitely have some flat choppers out here. You understand? But look at these people. I don't want to hear reality. I don't want to hear. Well, you know what? Tough titty, all right? If you don't want to hear reality, then get the hell off my show, you piece of crap, all right? Each and every one of you that are listening that don't want to be a capitalist, each and every one of you that don't want to embrace the capitalist idealism, each and every one of you that don't want to understand how to live life in the capitalist perspective, well, then get the hell out of here because I don't want you scumbag pieces of garbage listening to me to begin with. I want capitalists, you understand? I'm up here to spark synapses throughout the world in hopes of providing substance for capitalists to go out there and prosper, and not to show empathy or compassion to any of these people that are going to be sitting over here sucking up to them for donation. Do you understand that? You're goddamn right. Anyway, let's get through the damn markets, for Christ's sake. Look, we got a raid going on in here. Looks like we got a bunch of new fags and a bunch of jerk dicks coming up here flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard. Hey, get out of here. Get out. I don't want 8-year-old kids calling my show up today. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to sit over here and listen to you stupid idiots from all over the bowels of the internet sit over here and give me crap. I will be more than happy to implement chat room martial laws on you no personality, no life having jerk asses if you continue to sit over here and piss me off. Son of a bitch. Stop the raid now, all of you assholes. Stop it now, you jerks. Stop the freaking raid! God damn it! Look at it! I told all of you idiots to stop the raid, for Christ's sake, man. I want capitalists in here. Don't you understand that? I want capitalists in here. I don't want a bunch of, 14-year-old jerk dicks finger spanking themselves sitting over here saying, oh, I wonder if I control ghosts. I wonder if I control ghosts. I don't want this crap, so stop the raid now. I don't know where. Give me the mic. Stop the raid now. That's right. There's people leaving, for Christ. There's people leaving. Get out. I don't want you in here. Get out of here now. Get out. Piece of crap. I don't want you people in here. I want capitalists in here. Do you understand that? Capitalists. Scumbags. Can't believe you people. You're sitting over here raiding my damn... I just can't believe this crap, man. Jesus Christ. You know what? Implement chat room martial law on these scumbags, for Christ's sake. Implement chat room martial law, engineer. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, the show is taking a complete sidetrack. Unfortunately, we're having a bunch of internet cyber vermin and, internet hooligans and just disgusting troll terrorists that are coming into the broadcast that are attempting to facilitate nothing but nefarious, devious nonsense on this broadcast, and I'm not going to let them do it. And I'm probably going to hear them, folks. We're probably going to hear them later on when we start taking calls, saying they're disgusting, foul-mouthed garbage, sitting over here trying to agitate the show, but we're not going to let them do it, for Christ's sake. I don't care how many people are going to sit over here and try to raid this broadcast. I'm not letting you stupid little cyber vermin do it. Do you understand me? All you little whippersnappers that are in here right now attempting to raid wherever the hell you came from, get the hell out before let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. I've been telling people for a long time that I have been basically coding an operating system, on my spare time. Whenever I have spare time, I'm coding an operating system, and it's called Penix 2.0, all right? And what you don't understand is that I am on Penix 2.0 right now. And if you idiots continue to come up here and you continue to raid my broadcast, I will be more than happy to use some of my hacksaw skills so I can make sure, because I got all your IP addresses. You understand that? I mean, I got connections with the cyber police, and I know who you are. I will utilize my Penix 2.0 to make sure to give all of you idiots the digital AIDS. That's right, it's the new virus that I've got and I've coded up. Let me tell you something right now. It'll make your goddamn computer into a freaking coaster. All right? So in the raid right now, I'm going to have to implement my hacksaw skills and show what Penix 2.0 can do. All right? I don't want to do it, you know, because once one person has the digital AIDS, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Once one person has it, then a whole bunch of people have it. Jesus Christ. I know there's capitalists in here saying, come on, Ghost, we want to hear the markets. I'm sorry, I want to do the markets, but as you can see, look at all these people that are in here, for Christ's sake. Look at these jerk dicks. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me lift chat room martial law so that people can chat up in here. But let me tell you, if I get any other unnecessary shenanigans in this chat room, I'm implementing chat room martial law, and I'm going to start, throwing out digital aids. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here, all right? All right, Dow Jones Industrials up today, 21.04 points, a percentage increase of 0.17%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 12,418.40 points. Hey, shove it up your ass, all you people in the chat room, shut up! I'm trying to get through the markets here. All you, Jesus Christ, I implement chat room martial law again, for Christ's sake. Engineer, damn it! All right, we're implementing chat room martial law again. I'm trying to get through the markets, and of course these people, these hooligans, and look at the freaking switchboard. Look at the freaking switchboard, for Christ's sake. I usually don't take calls during the markets, but just Jesus Christ, there's literally like 200 people on the switchboard. I mean, look at these people. I mean, look at these morons. I mean, here's one idiot who's been, on hold before the goddamn show even began, for Christ's sake. Hey, 903, what's your excuse? You there? God, Jesus. You see, here's what I kind of figured this crap. You're going to be playing this fruit bowl ass music. I knew it. Anyway, it looks like the raid's going. It looks like the raid's fading away. And we can get back to the markets, for Christ's sake. But I know that they're trying to fruit up this goddamn broadcast. They're trying to turn it into Fruit Bowl Wednesday. And I'm not going to let them do it. You understand that? I'm not going to let them have it. Anyway, S&P 500 is up 0.24 points, a percentage increase of 0.02%, closing out the S&P at 1,277.30 points for the S&P 500. All right? Who else do we got going on here? We got the NASDAQ closing out on the minus side for some reason. This goes to show you what kind of helter-skelter market we've got going on here. Down 0.36 points, a percentage decrease of 0.01%, closing out the NASDAQ at 2,648.36 points. You idiots need to shove up your ass, man. You understand? All you people that are sitting here rating the broadcast, shove it up your ass. Please stop posting whatever you're posting, wherever you're posting. All right, we need to get through the markets here first. I've got tens of thousands of capitalists that are depending on the markets here. All right, Jesus Christ. Anyway, here we go. We got the FTSE 100 for all my European brethren across the pond. The FTSE 100 is down. I'm not even going to make the little English accent because I know some of those people out there in England probably took it in the teeth. But FTSE 100 is down 31.46 points, a percentage decrease of 0.55%, closing out the FTSE 100 at 5,668.45 points for the FTSE 100. Jesus Christ. Well, why is chat room martial law? Implement chat room martial law again. Goddamn engineer, what are you doing? Well, don't do it again, for Christ's sake. What you should be doing is start kicking some of these people out, all right? Kick some of these people out of here right now. Kick them out. I'm not joking. Kick them all out. Kick the people that are out here that are doing the spamming and doing all this nonsense and are doing the raiding and all that. Look at Jesus Christ with the freaking raids, man. I mean, look at the people in this freaking chat room, for Christ's sake, man. Look at all these scumbags that are coming in here. Look, you idiots that aren't here for capitalist endeavors, for you people that aren't here for capitalism, get out. I don't want you in here. Don't you understand that, you scumbags? Get out. Get out. Get out, or I'm gonna start kicking people's asses out of here. That's what I'm gonna start doing. You know, start kicking them all out, engineer. Start kicking everybody out. Kick them all out. Kick them all out of here. We're not going to sit here and accept any of this nonsense. You understand that? We're not going to sit here and accept any of this nonsense. I'll end the show if this raid keeps going on. I'll end the freaking show, for Christ's sake, because let me tell you something right now. This is supposed to be for capitalists, not for little 15-year-old whippersnappers that are chafing their penis trying to make a raid, making themselves some kind of bones on 4chan or freaking E-bombs, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry to the capitalists that are sitting here. I'm sincerely sorry. I'm trying to go through the freaking markets, but we're getting bombarded by immature jerk asses in here. I mean, look, there's already freaking good damn you troll terrorist cyber vermin. Freaking I'm trying to get through the goddamn markets, man. This is stupid. This is stupid, man. I shouldn't have to be accepting this, man. I shouldn't even have to be doing this, man. I'm going to end this broadcast right now. There's too many goddamn troll terrorists, cyber vermin, and internet hooligans in here. All right? And I don't want internet hooligans to be listening to my broadcast. I want capitalists, true capitalists, individuals that are going to know that capital and obtaining assets is the way to go. Jesus Christ, there's too many people. I can't kick them all out. There's too many people. I mean, the engineer is going on overload, for Christ's sake, trying to kick these jerk asses out. I can't kick them out. Jesus Christ, my heart's beating like a freaking rabbit because of these jerk asses here. Oh, my God. I mean, look at this freaking switchboard. We got a full chat room, nothing but troll terrorists. Jesus Christ, give me the mic, give me the mic. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry for all the capitalists that are, tuning in to hear the markets. But unfortunately, we are being bombarded by cyber hooligans, by cyber vermin, by troll terrorists, and, we got to sit here and somehow combat this, all right? We can't sit here and let these people win. We cannot let these disgusting, foul-mouthed, soulless, cyber vermin trolls win. We can't let them do it. We can't let them do it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to continue the markets of Jesus Christ. Look at all these freaking people. I mean, I would be happy, all right? I would be happy if these people were capitalists in here. If these people were, actually wanting the insight and the analysis of my capitalist idealism, for Christ's sake. But these aren't. These are goddamn troll terrorists, and I know each and every one of you listening to the sound of my voice are nothing but a bunch of goddamn little 15-year-old freaking finger bangers, for Christ's sake, that are going to try to troll me. I mean, look, give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, all right? Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to take some calls here, and I want to show all of you folks. I mean, people are sending me messages. Because I can still see the messages, even though you people can't. There's people still typing messages saying, we want to hear the markets. We want to hear the markets. I'm trying to do the markets. I'm trying to do it, man. But look at this. Look what we got in here. I mean, let's take some calls, for Christ's sake. I mean, I just want to show the capitalists what I have to deal with on a consistent goddamn basis, man. I mean, you people are lucky I'm even here. I did a show yesterday. I could have just taken today off. Jesus Christ. Who do we got? 661. What's your excuse?
Hey, Ghost. It's Malice. Any stock tips for a new investor?
Any stock tips for a new investor? Well, to be completely honest with you, I'd start looking in financials at this point in time because it took the most beating last year. And in my personal opinion, whenever everybody's leaving the market, that's when you should start going in. So just start looking in that sector and you might be able to find something. Who else do we got? 720. What's your excuse?
Ooh, it's so big and hard. Keep it up. More.
720. You sound like a fat chick. Jesus Christ. You see, we even got fatties calling up over here trying to, see if they can, get some kind of a finger banging session going on with old Ghost here, for Christ's sake. I mean, give me a freaking break. I mean, but this is what I have to deal with on a consistent basis, folks. I mean, I can't... I mean, these frickin' idiots, these troll terrorists, these cyber vermin just are like a fucking bad case of herpes, man. They just don't ever freaking go away. Ever. I don't even know why I do this broadcast. To be completely honest with each and every one of you, man. I mean, I did this with well intention. But now I'm just being bombarded. 818, what's your excuse? Oh, Jesus. Why are you playing the Rugrats? That's a horrible penis. That's a horrible penis. Can you play something else? Can you play like Doug or something? Get the hell out of here. You suck. You understand that? You suck. If I was Simon Cowell, I'd be like, oh, please, you suck, you're horrible. You fucking dumbass. You immigrant. What are you doing? No. Stupid assholes. God damn it. A couple of more calls, then we got to go back to the markets because we got capitalists sitting here wanting to know what's going on, what happened today. 336, what the hell's your problem?
It's Thomas the Tank Engine again. I just want to say we don't have capitalism over here, so you're the only way I can hear about capitalism, so keep on going. Ignore those trolls.
You don't have capitalism. Where the hell are you from?
I'm on the island of Sodor.
The island of what?
Sodor, S-O-D-O-R. You Thomas the Tank Engine? I'm Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, you shut up, you stupid idiot. I mean, we got these freaking idiots. I mean, we got goddamn, bronies. We got SpongeBobbies. We got the Pegasus sisters. We got trans testicles. I mean, god damn it, man. I mean, where is the consistency in the demographic in this show is what I'd like to understand. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's take a couple of more calls here, then we got to get back to the markets because this is just getting ridiculous. 520, what's up?
I forgot what I was going to do due to laughing. Sorry.
What?
I forgot what I was going to say to you due to laughing too hard at your rage.
Yeah, well, shove it up your ass. How about that? You sound like Sandusky's bath boy. 610, what's up?
Hey, Goose.
How's it going, man?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you something.
What's going on?
Hey, you always talk about the badness of the My Little Pony franchise? You always talk about it like one of the worst.
Yeah, okay, I get it. What's the point?
I just wanted to know, if you think Brony is bad, how do you feel about Sonic Fags? The blue guy with the orange fox, two tails, red echidna.
Shut up, all right? Get him off, engineer. God damn it. Can you kids grow up? Can you grow up and stop trying to make cyber clicks around these freaking video games and cartoon characters and all this other freaking nonsense? Jesus Christ. But you see, folks, this is the troll terrorist that comprises the demographics that's coming in here in this freaking raid and bombarding my show with their nonsense. This is it right here. This is the mentality. This is what I'm dealing with here, This is what I'm dealing with. I'm going to keep going. What else we got? 952, what's your excuse?
Don't talk about my planet. That's how dumb you sound.
What the hell was that? Are you making fun of me? Was that what you're trying to do? Make fun of me, for Christ's sake? You stupid moron. Who else? We got 540. What up? Shut up. I don't want to hear that song, you asshole, all right? That's so 2011, jerk dicks, all right? Can you troll terrorists get a little bit more original than goddamn... 313, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? Before we even talk about the conversation, I got to tell you something about that Studs Radio dude. She stole your idea of radio graffiti.
Yeah, well, who has it, for Christ's sake? Who the hell has it? All right, I mean, you got Howard Stern out here, and let me tell you something. Anybody who happens to know Howard Stern, that guy's a scumbag piece of garbage ripping me off, all right? Ripping me off. We got Alex Jones doing the same goddamn thing. I mean, haven't you noticed that there's a little bit of a consistency on some of the things that I do on this broadcast and what that asshole does on his stupid broadcast? Everybody's ripping me off. Do you understand that I am listened to by tens of thousands of people throughout the world? And what's unfortunate is that I am internet underground. You understand? I'm not out here like the mainstream media. I'm not out here pimping myself like some stupid, dumb, imbecilic jerk-ass. I'm out here in the internet underground. Do you understand what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. I'm the essence of cyber culture. And what's Alex Jones trying to do? He's out there and, oh, look, it's the Illuminati. It's the reptilians. Shut up, you fat pot-bellied bastard. All this garbage that he tries to concoct out of his disgusting psychopathic head, this guy has still enabled himself to get himself a pot-bellied bastard, a little fat jelly ass on himself. The asshole, like I've said previous, he is definitely buying a portly-sized suit every time he's going to the suit store, I guarantee you. And what, did the Illuminati have something to do with that, for Christ's sake? Shut up, Alex. You're an idiot and you're ripping me off. Same with you, Howard Stern, you dumb jerk. Anyway, sorry, folks. I should be going over the markets here. The DAX is down 55.02 points, a percentage decrease of 0.89%, closing out the DAX at 6,111.55 points for the DAX. And for all you idiots that don't know what the DAX is, it's the damn stock market for the Germans out there. The Schlagen, Volkswagen. It's our German brethren across the pond, just in case you idiots, are uneducated. Jesus Christ. Let's take a couple more calls here. 516, what the hell do you want? Oh, we got a violinist here. Do we got a violinist here? Is this?
Yeah. Hey, go.
All right, give me some Charlie Daniels. Give me some, hoedown stuff. Come on, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boy. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, he was way behind. He was looking to make a deal. Anyway, that's pretty good. That's pretty good there. Maybe, we can get so many of these musicians that call up. Maybe we can just run them all concurrently, and maybe they can make some cyber jam-out session. You know what I mean? The cyber jam-out session. We got a pretty good pianist that calls up pretty well, does some pretty good things. Now we got a violinist. We also got some mariachi that calls up playing the trumpet. It's pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. I'll take a couple of more callers here, and then we got to get back to the markets. 412, what's your excuse?
Hey, Ghost, what's going on, man? Hey, just
how
calling
you doing,
up.
Man?
Not too bad. Hey, I got my mug in, and I love it a lot, and I'm really glad that you followed me on Twitter. But I did have a little bit of a concern. I think I may have gotten maybe like a knockoff or something, because I looked at the bottom of it, and it says "Made in China" on it.
No, hey, well, what, you expected made in America? Well, the damn mug would have been at least about $40 if you want made in America.
Oh, that's all good, man.
No, I hear you. No, look, I hear you, okay? I hear you. I wish, things were made in America. I wish that we can go out and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get this made in America. Oh, I'm going to get that made. There's nothing made in America. Do you understand that the only thing that America produces is freaking cheeseburgers and entertainment? And, the Canadians are coming in here and taking all the entertainment jobs from America, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? And not to mention that we've got the limeys, well, with all due respect to my English brethren, I'm just saying this out of anger, but then we got the limeys coming in, taking over the freaking hamburger market with freaking Burger King. So what is America left to produce? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're producing that stupid, dumbass, forever lazy crap, right? Is that what we're producing? Forever lazy. Where they give you that little, crap area, they unbutton the ass area so you can just sit down and take a crap. Yeah, that's great. That's a great American innovation at work, all right? What else is America producing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except for agriculture And let me tell you something right now, folks. I had been saying this since 2008, that agriculture and commodities were going to be the next big boom. And if you take a look at the rural real estate market, it is booming, baby. It is booming. Anyway, let's continue going, shall we? Who else do we got going on here? We got 206. What's up?
Wilson! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry!
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry! Wilson!
You're going to make everybody cry, man.
Wilson!
Everybody's crying now.
Wilson!
All right, shut him up already. Shut up, Tom Hanks, for Christ's sake. He's made too much money as it is. And let me tell you something. It was a long time ago since Forrest Gump. All right? Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? 305, what's up?
Chupa mi pinga, maricón. ¿Tú no eres mexicano?
What?
Oye, maricón, chupa mi pinga. ¿No eres mexicano?
Hey, cállate el hocico, pinche puto.
Oye, maricón. Maricón, oye, me fajas ahora. Vienes a Miami y nos fajamos.
Hey, pinche puto, tú, maricón.
Mira.
Hey, hold on just a second. Hold on, 305, just sit there right away for a second, all right? Because I think it's about time for everybody's favorite game, and I'm talking about Guess the Minority! That's right, folks. It's everybody's favorite game. It's Guess the Minority. And, of course, folks, you know as well as I, we definitely hear an ethnic twang on this individual. Once again, it's Guess the Minority. Go ahead and put your guesses on the screen right now. Let's see what everybody has to say. Let's see if we can go back to the call and see if we can get at him here. Hey, 305, you there?
Oye, sí, estoy aquí.
All right, are you, man, I'm almost going to say Cubano, but I think Puerto Riqueño. Are you Puerto Riqueño?
Oye, sí, me gustan las capurrias con un gusto.
I knew it! I knew it! Yes! I freaking love this game, man! I freaking love this game! Woo! Oh, man, Jesus Christ. Anyway, that was a good one. Puerto Rican, for Christ's sake, calling up, saying, Boricua, Morena, Boricua, Morena. Anyway, let's get to the markets. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get off keister. We wasted all kinds of time listening to these idiots. Let's go ahead and get to the markets. Energy, let's get to commodities. Brent crude up $1.46, a percentage increase of 1.30%. Closing out Brent crude, $113.59 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline futures up, Jesus Christ, $21.75, a percentage increase of 2.30% on the day for gasoline futures. And once again, not only does this spike in gasoline have to do with the Iranian situation, with Iran flexing nuts at America, but now, did you hear? They are ending the corn ethanol subsidy, baby. Yes, let me tell you something. Congress was listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast, and they were hearing the utter vile disgust that capitalists had with this whole corn ethanol subsidy, folks. And let me tell you something. It is gone. It is gone forever, all right? But unfortunately, because the government was subsidizing corn ethanol and trying to shove it down America's throat, the actual oil and gas industry actually put 10%, 15% corn ethanol in actual gas. Can you believe this crap? So, believe it or not, because the corn ethanol industry is going to have their subsidies end, that means that this corn ethanol may be a factor in the raising of gasoline prices. Because if you take a look at gasoline pumps, you're going to see 10% ethanol, 15% ethanol, for Christ's sake. So this may be a factor in the increase in gasoline prices. I kid you not, all right? But ding dong, the king is dead, and they were listening to True Capitalist radio broadcast, and by God, you goddamn bureaucrats in Washington better start listening to us a little more often. Anyway, where the hell am I at here? Where the hell am I at, engineer? Oh, that's right. Heating oil is up $5.12. A percentage increase of 1.69% on the day. Natural gas, Jesus Christ, did you ever see natural gas? I mean, this is a volatile sector here, but every time it is up, it is up. All right, natural gas up 12 cents, a percentage increase of, get this, 4.08% on the day. I mean, Jesus Christ. Good Lord. And, of course, the reason that you're seeing this spike, I'm speculating, of course, is because of the end of the corn ethanol subsidy. And you know as well as I that, you know, the natural gas industry is going to go lobby Washington in hopes of getting some of that subsidy that was, you know, that's no longer going to the corn ethanol industry. All right, and you know it as well as I know it. They're going out there and saying, oh, man, we can help. We can probably grab some of this money that the government is no longer giving to the freaking corn ethanol industry and give it to the natural gas industry so that the government can build the infrastructure for natural gas. And in my personal opinion, I think that's why you're seeing a run on it today. Let's keep going. We got WTI sweet crude up 32 cents. A percentage increase of 0.31% on the day for WTI sweet crude, closing out WTI at $103.28 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. And once again, I hate to keep reiterating this, but if something happens in Iran, if the United States happens to strike Iran, if there happens to be some sort of invasion, any kind of military theater, be expecting these prices of WTI sweet crude to shoot up to unbelievable, unimaginable levels, and moreover, be expecting to see about $5, $6, $7, $10, $12 a freaking gallon of gasoline. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. You better watch out for this, folks. You better start really looking for the future that could potentially be a possibility. All right, because they're saber rattling out there in the Persian Gulf. I mean, we already talked about it yesterday. Iran is threatening America, saying that they don't want any of America's aircraft going through the Persian Gulf or else. And they already cut off any kind of transports, American-based in the Strait of Hormuz. But a response by America today, they said next week they're going to go through the Strait of Hormuz no matter what. So be expecting that particular event to cause something to happen in the saber rattling between Iran and America. All right, I mean, seriously. Anyway, let's continue going for Christ's sake. Once again, WTI, $103.28 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We got canola down $1.10. We've got cocoa down $40, a percentage decrease of 1.89%. People cashing out. But let me tell you something right now. Be expecting a big, huge spike in this particular commodity. And I know I've been calling for a big, or not necessarily a big gain, but a gain in this particular commodity. But we got a lot of destabilization in Africa. I don't know if people have been reading about the situation that's happening in Nigeria, the situation that's happening in Kenya, the situation that's happening in the Sudan. I mean, you know, the South Sudan, which was a new country, believe it or not. South Sudan is its own country. It was just incepted as a country in this past July. Let me tell you something right now. This destabilization could spill over into the Ivory Coast, which I can imagine it still is. I mean, there was a lot of things that happened last February and even into last fall that happened in the destabilization of the Ivory Coast when Laurent Gbagbo refused to step down as president when he was voted out by his people, caused somewhat of a little bit of a civil war for a short period of time. And let me tell you, there's still some bad blood related to that particular event. And I think that all these precarious situations in Africa are getting very close to the Ivory Coast. And in my personal opinion, I mean, you know, this thing could stretch right back into the Ivory Coast. I think we could have a serious situation in Africa. As a matter of fact, I mean, I think that people need to read the latest reports coming out of the South Sudan. They recently had over 8,000, almost 9,000, literal armed youths going into South Sudan, literally butchering up women, children, killing people just for the sake of tribal separation. I mean, it's stupid. Anyway, let's get back to the goddamn markets. We got coffee down today, 50 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.22%. We talked about yesterday that Starbucks is increasing a lot of their prices on their goods because, well, the commodities prices are hitting them in the pocket. Moreover, the energy prices are hitting them in the pocket. And I think in the Northeast and in the Northwest, they're going to start increasing the price of these freaking lattes that you fruity asses continue to make an excuse for being jerk asses in the morning for. You know what I mean? You know, these assholes that make a freaking excuse for being a jerk in the morning by saying, "Hey, dude, don't talk to me. Let's have my coffee, dude." Now, shove it up your ass. I hope it burns a hole in your pocket. I don't need coffee. I'm naturally energized, baby. You know what I'm naturally energized about? Making money. All right? Obtaining assets. That's what drives me, all right? I don't even need sleep. You know that? I literally need about 4 hours sleep, and boom, I'm fully energized to go 15 hours, for Christ's sake, and that's no BS. Anyway, let's get to corn, shall we? Because corn is unchanged today. Unchanged, and I hope that because we ended the corn ethanol subsidy that we start seeing major decreases in corn. All right? I mean, I've been bitching about corn being overpriced for the past 2 years, all right? I've been saying that I'm sick and tired of paying $1 an ear of corn or 2 ears of corn for $1. I hope that we start seeing these prices come down to like I used to see them. You know, 9, 10 ears of corn for $1. That's what I want to see, God damn it. Anyway, we got cotton up 12 cents today. We've got wheat futures up $1.50. We've got soybean futures up $2.50. Lumber took a beating today. It was down $8.70, a percentage decrease of 3.30%. Oh, damn. I don't know what the hell that was about. We got oat futures down $5.50, a percentage decrease of 1.84%. We've got, oh my God, we got soybean oil futures down 8 cents, but did anybody see wool? The wool futures are up majorly today. It looks like all the bull-nosed bull dykes are going out to see the freshly cut pieces of wool on the market today because it looks like Rosie O'Donnell, beak-necked Ellen DeGeneres, and freaking Jodie Foster's knuckle is out there because the wool futures are up $10, a percentage increase of 0.75%. All right, let's get to the metals. The freaking metals. Let's get to the goddamn metals. Copper, we saw a major pop in copper yesterday. You knew that people were going to cash in today, and they absolutely did. Copper is down $9.45, a percentage decrease of a percentage decrease of 2.68% on the day for copper. Gold is up today for some reason. I mean, you would think that, you're seeing a little bit of positivity in the equities markets, that you'd eventually see some kind of sell-off in gold, but it didn't happen. This is a very helter-skelter situation out here, folks. That's why you got a lot of different investors going a lot of different directions. That's why there's no consistency. There's no traditional consistency to the markets any longer because everybody, to be honest with you, is diversifying their portfolios. They're running scared, and, they're trying to see if they can save their wealth. As the government continues to spend money and devalue the dollar. All right? These people are trying, when I mean these people, I'm talking about capitalists, are trying to pull all the financial instruments out of their wazoo to keep their wealth. And you're seeing it today here with this gold jump. Gold is up to $12.90, a percentage increase of 0.81%. Closing out gold at $1,613.40 per troy ounce of gold. Silver saw some sell-off today because you saw a major jump in silver. It was up 6% on the day yesterday, boy. And you know you were going to see some sell-off, and you did. Silver is down today 43 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.48%. Closing out silver at $29.13 per troy ounce of silver. All right? Let's continue going. We got livestock, live cattle futures up 7 cents today. Cattle feeder futures are up for some reason, $1.12, a percentage increase of 0.75%. And for all you fat jelly-ass bastards, I'd like to shove a couple of bones down your goddamn gullet. Well, lean hog, you saw them jump today, yesterday you saw a major spike in lean hog. Today you saw them basically cash out, try to take some profits. It's down today 35 cents. Modest decrease, percentage decrease of 0.41%. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. extend my sincerest apologies to all the capitalists that were listening in and saw this raid that was happening by all these internet thugs and cyber hooligans and troll terrorists and cyber vermin out here. But I just wanted to just continue to reiterate what I have to put up with as a capitalist broadcaster on the internets. I mean, this is the kind of crap that I have to put up with, and it makes me sick. Jesus Christ. Anyway, before we get on to anything else, let's go ahead and go to the engineer and see if we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had out here. And, of course, folks, if you want a Twitter shout-out, hey, lock down that chat room, engineer. Lock down that chat room. If you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, all you've got to do is go to my Twitter account, Ghost Politics, all right? All one word, no underscores, no hyphens, nothing of that nature, Ghost Politics. It's right there on the screen. And what you need to do is retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account there, all right? The first tweet on my Twitter account. And if you retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, I will give you a shout-out right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. So let's get to the engineer. Engineer, do we have any goddamn Twitter shout-outs to be had out here? Well, according to the engineer, we do have some Twitter shout-outs to be had, so let's go ahead and do them. We've got Jared0809. What's going on? Soldier Leaf Hat in the house. We've got Ghost Loves Brony. No, I don't, you stupid jerk dick, all right? We got Karaskin. What's going on? We got Ghosty Santorum. You jerks, all right? You see, you idiots are trying to rub some of the conservative ideology I used to broadcast on this show, and you're trying to rub it in my face, and I really don't appreciate it, all right? I told all of you that the reason I'm no longer a conservative is because of Sarah Palin and the absolute hypocrisy of the modern conservative movement. The utter hypocrisy. I mean, what you people need to understand is that I live the conservative lifestyle all my life. And then we're going to have Sarah, Eskimo Bimbo Palin come along and become the bestowed mouthpiece of the conservative movement, and then we're going to have her dirty dish rag whore of a daughter, hop on something that looks good in a hockey stick, get pregnant at, whatever, a teenager out of wedlock, for Christ's sake, and what? At the 2008 Republican convention, we were all just supposed to pretend it was okay? And we were just supposed to pretend like, oh, it's okay, it's a gift from God. Oh. Absolutely not. After that, I knew for a fact that these people were disgusting hypocrites, and I refuse to sit here and continue to support a bunch of hypocritical people that refuse to live and oblige by their goddamn freaking... live by what they mean and what they say, for Christ's sake, man. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional here. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little angry, but goddamn it, folks, I was a freaking conservative all my life, and these people stab me, man. They stab me, freaking stab me in the heart. That's what they did. So that's why I'm not a freaking conservative. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. That's why I'm not a goddamn conservative. I'm a capitalist. I'm a capitalist. That's what I am. Give me capitalism or give me death. Anyway, we got AZ Desert Brony in the house. We got Dusky Soap Drop. That's disgusting. Some asshole named Dildo Foot. Really? Dildo Foot, you jerk dick? I mean, you foot fetish assholes. I'm telling you, that's another contingent of jerk asses that literally listen to my broadcast. I don't get it with the foot fetish, all right? It's a freaking dirty, smelly, disgusting foot, all right? It's a disgusting foot, man. I mean, how the hell can you get off on a smelly, stinky, scaly, cracky foot? Sick sons of bitches. Anyway, we got somebody named It's My Birthday. Somebody named Ghost the Tanky. I mean, Jesus Christ, with these stupid, dumbass, ridiculous, immature, child, freaking... I'm not even gonna, let's just forget it, man. We got Mr. Hambone. We got Ghost is DB Cooper, whoever the hell that is. We got Count Dracula 25, Happy Radio 3000, We've got King of Monsters, Spongies for Go. Jesus Christ, with these freak. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, man? We got Spongies, we got freaking Bronies, we got Pegasus Sisters. I mean, we got Sonic the Hedgehog kids, or whatever the hell they're calling themselves now. We got Tanky people. Grow up, man. Jeez. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, a couple of more. We got Ian Ritchie in the house. Ghost is Godzilla. We got Sergeant Yoda. What's going on? We got Phil McCracken. We got here's another one. Furries for Ghost. I mean, here's another group of sick freak shows. Furries for Ghost. Yeah, that's great. Jesus Christ. And look at this. That's enough. Here we got Grandmother Gimp. Yeah, real funny jerk off. I told all of you people not to talk about my granny. I told all of you back, man. You just don't listen, man. So that's it. I'm ending Twitter shout-outs right now. I'm ending it. Forget it. Anyway, folks, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? And don't go to these stupid forums that are going to cause these dumb, stupid, teenage, finger-spanking, ass-tickling bastards to come in here and attempt to troll my show, all right? I'm talking about go to forum posts where capitalists are congregating, all right? I'm talking about go to forum posts where civilized people are congregating, all right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, go to the forums, go to the blogs, go to the social networks, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, baby, all right? I mean, for all you fat, lazy bastards, look, we got all kinds of buttons underneath the freaking player right in front of you right there. All kinds of buttons, all right? Use and abuse those buttons, baby. It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. It's just a freaking click, all right? And no, you assholes from 4chan and E-bombs, you're not civilized people. You're not civilized people. You people are the epitome of troll terrorism. You're the epitome of cyber vermin, for Christ's sake. I mean, B stands for the bathroom of the internet, for Christ's sake, and by God, it smells horrible in there. It smells horrible. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's go ahead and go into the first subject matter of the show. We're running late because these troll terrorists are coming in here raiding my broadcast. They're sitting here congregating in my chat rooms. And, of course, they're clogging up the damn phone lines. If you're trying to call in, my apologies. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the first subject matter. We're going to talk about the Iowa caucus that was basically held last night. And, I'm rather surprised, but not necessarily surprised, because I did allude to the fact that if Santorum won the Iowa caucus or even came close, it's not unprecedented because the Iowa caucus, as it relates to the GOP for the past couple of times, have actually voted in a bunch of lunatics. I mean, the last time they had a GOP Iowa caucus, they basically voted in Mike Huckabee. They gave Mike Huckabee some kind of life, all right? And then prior to that, they had Pat Buchanan. They actually voted in Pat Buchanan in the Iowa caucus. The last time, or the previous time, the time before last, I should say, the GOP was out there conducting a freaking primary, or caucus. It's not a primary, it's a caucus. But anyway, Pat Buchanan wrote a book saying that the United States should have never even messed with Germany. All right, so that's what we're dealing with out there in Iowa. I kid you not, Pat Buchanan said that the United States should have never even mingled in World War II, and the man wrote a book about it. And this is the guy that the Iowa caucus nominated, back, a couple of GOP caucuses ago. So once again, Iowa is nothing but a bunch of, backwoods, corncob eating, chaw chewing, single wide trailer living, bunch of jerk dicks that really don't know their asses from their elbows. You know what I mean? They really don't. But anyway, Mitt Romney, believe it or not, was declared the winner by 8 freaking votes. Yeah, Mitt Romney, 8 freaking votes, was declared the winner, and this guy had the audacity to come out, in the early morning show saying, hey, it was a real win for my campaign. A real win? 8 votes, Romney. Jesus Christ. And you know what it is about Romney? Because let me tell you something. On paper, and, the way he presents himself, Romney should be the perfect candidate. But, there's something eerie about Romney, in my personal opinion. He seems a little bit too, how can I put it, Manchurian, I mean, he seems a little bit Manchurian candidate, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy, there's nothing in this guy's background. He's squeaky clean. There's no skeletons in the closet. The guy never gets flustered. All right, I mean, literally, interviewers can sit here and spit in this guy's face in the interview, and the guy can sit there and smile and say, "Oh, well, it's a." There's something very Manchurian about that. It just makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable, and that's why, in my personal opinion, I can't vote for Romney, man. I can't. I'm sorry. And not only that, the Mormon thing kind of disturbs me, too. I mean, with all due respect to my Mormon brethren that are listening across, the mountains of Utah somewhere, I just can't get into the whole Mormon thing. Nor, if you're a Mormon and if I ever met you, I wouldn't even want you to let me in on your religious sphere of your consciousness if you're a Mormon, all right? I wouldn't even want you to let me know, all right? And the reason is because it's nutty. It's freaking nutty, all right? I mean, magic underpants? I mean, have y'all read about this in the freaking Mormon religion? Magic underpants so that you can make love to your wife, because apparently the magic underpants, possess the spirit of Joseph Smith, and I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, but I don't want to get it. That's the thing. I don't want to get it. And if somebody is going to believe in magic underpants, there's something a little bit unnerving about him running for the president and him having his freaking finger on the button. All right? I'm just saying. I mean, magic underpants. I'm just saying. Anyway, I want to hear from you. Last night was the Iowa caucus. Once again, Mitt Romney declared the winner by 8 votes. Coming in second, Rick Santorum. And coming in third is Ron Paul. And to be honest with you, this is actually a kick in the teeth for Ron Paul. I mean, he invested a lot of money in Iowa. And the reason that he invested a lot of money in Iowa is because he was trying to do the Obama effect, because Obama won Iowa, believe it or not. He blew about $30 million, if I'm not mistaken, when Obama was running for president. In Iowa, and believe it or not, Iowa is what gave Obama the credibility to continue on in the primaries against Hillary Rotten Clinton. And of course, Hillary Rotten Clinton eventually just said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and concede, and now she's Secretary of State, cruising around on the government's dime, and now the president's in power, and he's making a mockery of America. And that's what Ron Paul thought he was going to do. Ron Paul thought he was going to be able to just blow all kinds of money, which was given to by a bunch of morons, mind you. I mean, with all due respect to my Ron Paul supporters, you people are lunatics if you think that this guy is actually viable as a president, all right? But, he literally blew all this money in Iowa only to get beaten by a freaking Rick Santorum. I mean, Rick Santorum doesn't even have any money. You know what Rick Santorum did? He went out there and literally just made Iowa his second home for about, 2 or 3 months, and literally went through all the pissing ground little rural lands out there in that disgusting piece of crap state, and literally went to all these chaw-chewing hicks out there and shook their hands and kissed their babies. That's the only reason Rick Santorum won. And let me tell you something right now. Now that we're going to New Hampshire, I believe that, Huntsman, he's been doing the same damn thing in New Hampshire. He basically didn't even bother campaigning in Iowa. He decided to go right to the primary. He decided to go right to New Hampshire. And believe it or not, people are starting to say, like I've been saying this for 2 or 3 weeks, that Huntsman could take New Hampshire. So, interesting field. Unfortunately, folks, it doesn't fare well for anybody who wants to see Obama out of office. I mean, these idiots in the GOP are character assassinating each other, making each other look like jerk asses. Meanwhile, the president's just sitting over there, shuckling and jiving, while the economy is still depleted and crap. He abuses his authority. He fumbles foreign policy, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and take some calls here and see what everybody thinks about the Iowa caucus. What does everybody think about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Let's take some callers. We got 914. What do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Why are you such a racist hambone?
First of all, I'm not racist, and second of all, I'm not a freaking ham bone, all right there, Fruit Bowl? Say something, boy. Don't be sitting over there scared shitless, boy. Say something.
Is your grandmother also racist?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You better sit over there and stumble and mumble like a little scared little jerk, huh? No daddy in the picture, am I right? No daddy?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I'm talking about. You see this, folks? This is what you get when you don't have a father in the picture, right? No personality, no balls whatsoever, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. 909, what do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Humble.
Shut up, all right? 860, what do you think about the Iowa caucus? Yeah, Jesus Christ. Look, we got somebody trying to act like you, engineer. Can you believe this crap? They're trying to make fun of you. They're mimicking you. They're mimicking you, for Christ's sake. You heard them. 305, what's up? What do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Hey, I am the Puerto Rican you called last time.
Who cares? Why don't you go eat, some codfish or something, whatever you people eat. 817, what's up? You're on the horn.
Well, I want to take 10 steps towards your butt crack and bruise your finger.
Yeah, you couldn't even say it because you're a stumbling, mumbling little jerk. 573, what do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Hambone.
Jesus Christ, I'm not a freaking hambone! Let's not start that today. 606, what do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Hey, Gus, I just want to know, can I drink your wife's bathwater?
Man, you're a sick son of a bitch, you know that? You're a real sick son of a bitch. Let's take some Skype callers and see if there's any serious Skype callers over there. How about Dunlop? What's up?
Hey, I'm a cop, you idiot. I'm Detective John Kimball.
What the? Freaking seal? Are you kidding me?
There used to be a great time alone on the sea.
Are you kidding me, man?
You became the light on the dark side of me.
Jesus, just get him off for Christ's sake. All right, I will never like Seal unless Seal comes out and tells us what's that shit all over his face. All right? That's the only time I'll ever like Seal in my life. Until then, don't call up, don't play his music. I don't want to hear it. Jesus Christ, I thought I'd get some decent conversation going to the freaking Skype callers. Obviously, I was wrong. Let's go back to the freaking phone, for Christ's sake. 571, what do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Hey, Ghost, what's up?
What's going on, man?
I thought it was pretty interesting. And you're a shape-shifting neo-Nazi Jew communist.
That doesn't even make any sense. Neo-Nazi and communist doesn't even correlate, you stupid, unoriginal, uneducated jerk dick. Do you even know the difference between the two?
Well, it seems like the Germans and the Russians didn't.
What does that mean, you idiot? What does that mean? Explain yourself. Stop being like one of these coy idiots that are just going to sit over here and try to mumble and stumble your way into actual legitimacy. All right? What's the difference between neo-Nazis and communists? Come on, 571, we're waiting.
Well, I know that you're both.
You're an idiot. You see, you want to know why you don't know? Because you're an uneducated jerk that's probably going to be waiting for a bowl of soup in about 15 years in a line. You know that, right?
Well, that's kind of mean, man.
No, you're a loser. I mean, listen to you. Listen to you, for Christ's sake. You're an uneducated prick. I mean, don't you realize that you're so stupid you can't even insult right? I mean, what kind of a loser does that make you when you can't even insult right? You're so unintelligent, you can't even insult appropriately. I mean, talk for yourself. I mean, speak up for yourself. Look at everybody. They're laughing at you, for Christ's sake. 571, they're laughing.
Probably. Just one quick question. What do you think of Operation Battletoads? It's a Ron Paul campaign movement.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, change the subject, all right? Don't run away, asshole, all right? Just admit that you're a dumb, imbecilic idiot that's going to be a mooch on society, and we'll move on.
I could, but you're the one responding.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing, no personality. Hey, you know what? Do you have a father in the picture, 571, or is he gone? Yeah, you had to think about it. He's gone, isn't he? He's gone, right? He's gone?
I'm talking to him right now.
Yeah, right. He's gone. Daddy's gone with the wind. Daddy's gone with the wind. You want to know why he's gone? Because your mother's a dirty dish rag whore that couldn't satisfy him. You know that?
Well, I know that.
Yeah, well, why are you sitting over here acting like your mother? Why don't you act more like your father? Why don't you act more like a man instead of acting like some bitch talking to the girls?
Because I am acting like my father.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, she's crying. Get him off, for Christ's sake, before this kid has an emotional breakdown. Hey, kid, you shouldn't cry. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and realize, hey, man, Jesus Christ, I need to straighten my life up. I'm an idiot. I can't even insult right. All right? And let me tell you something right now. Ghost is right. I mean, it's because my mother decided to dump me off on a freaking violent video game or a freaking boob tube or some kind of electronic widget or an illegal alien child care provider, and that's who raised you. That's who raised you, for Christ's sake, man. And anytime that you're around Mom has to bring you around the girls, right? Oh, why don't you come over? This is my son. Yeah. And, of course, you got to act like the girls. You stupid fruity bastard, for Christ's sake. If you're going to call me up and call me something, why don't you be correct about it? He said that I was a neo-Nazi, reptilian, shape-shifting, communist Jew. All right? I mean, you can't be neo-Nazi and communist, idiot. As a matter of fact, one of the biggest anti-communists in the world was Hitler, idiot. I mean, you know, just take a look at all the communists that he put to death, all right? Jesus Christ. All right, and vice versa. You know, the communists hated neo-Nazis. And you want to know what the difference between them were? The communists believed in centralized authority of everything. Centralized authority of economics, centralized authority of foreign policy, centralized authority of everything. Neo-Nazis, on the other hand, was a completely different story. Completely different story. Because they still left the means of production in private hands. The only difference is that Hitler dictated to the private sector what was going to be produced. And, of course, at the time, the thing that made the German economy flourish was Hitler's war machine. And that's why Hitler continued this habitual war theater, because it's what made the increase in the German economy. I mean, why don't you take a look at a lot of the footage that came out of Germany at that particular time? I mean, you know that Germany had television and movie theaters way before America had them, and because they were the richest country in the world at the time. Why? Because they were a war machine. There was somebody that continuously needed war so that they can continue to produce war material. And that's basically what the neo-Nazis' form of production was. Communists, on the other hand, utilized centralized authority to dictate the means of production. And not only dictate, but control the means of production also. There's no privatization of production in communism. Just to let you idiots know, so the next time you want to sit over here and insult me, at least you can pick one or the other, stupid morons. Jesus Christ. We're supposed to be talking about the Iowa cock ass, but unfortunately we got a bunch of uneducated idiots sitting over here trying to talk garbage to me, and they can't even be accurate about it. Anyway, 508, what do you think about the Iowa cock ass?
Hello, sir. Are you interested in hearing the word of the Anishinaabe Disco Church of Atheism?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's hear the word of atheism. A religion based upon not believing religion, which is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Well, our prophet, Anish Ravi, is the reincarnate of a glorious man named Adolf Hitler, who was told by the...
It's a little rough, right? It's a little rough going off the head and ad-libbing, isn't it? Huh? It's a little rough going off the head. That's why when everybody tries to think they can do my broadcast, you got a bunch of people trying to replicate what I'm doing all across the internet. It's a little tough to be going off the head, isn't it, huh? It's a little tough to be sharp for fucking 3 hours, isn't it, boy? Let alone a minute on the freaking air. Stupid, unoriginal prick. Who else? We got 703. What do you think about the Iowa cock ass? Just shut up, you vibrating piece of crap. 336. What do you think about the Iowa cock ass?
Yeah, it's me, Tom the Tank Engine again, and I watched it from like a TV, you know, because we don't have good service here. But it was, wasn't it? What was it?
Well, you're stumbling, mumbling, little jerk. Can you shut up? 571. What do you think about the Iowa cock ass?
I don't know what I think about the cocky ass.
And we can't even understand you because you're coming in all staticky, for Christ. I mean, don't we have over 900 megahertz phones now? I mean, why are these idiots still on these like 40, 30 megahertz bands, for Christ's sake, where they're coming in with all this static? Freaking living in the projects, probably shopping at the swap meet. That's what it is. 661. What do you think about Iowa cock ass?
SurgeRadio.org.
All right, denial of service that. All right, we get it. All right, 402, what do you think about the Iowa cock ass?
Hello, my name's Oliver, and I like pigeon cock up my ass. See you, I'd put it up your grandmother if I could.
Yeah, that was lame. Can we get a major fail on this idiot engineer, please? I mean, we're getting nothing but jerk. Can we get a major fail, please? Jesus Christ. I mean, this is just horrible. This is just disgusting, man. This is horrible, horrible, horrible. Anyway, it looks like nobody really cares about the Iowa cock ass, so let's move on to another subject matter, all right? Oh, yeah, before we move on, Michelle Bachmann is no longer in the is no longer in the running for the GOP nomination. Even though last night she was dancing with that fat barrel-ass husband of hers saying, oh, we already purchased our tickets to New Hampshire and South Carolina. We're already winning. And then today she comes out, oh, we're going to suspend our just shut up. Anyway, what I do want to talk about is Obama consolidating authority. You want to talk about consolidating authority out here? Did you see what Barack Obama did today? You know, instead of allowing the Congress to basically approve his appointment to this bureaucratic mechanism that he constructed himself, supposedly to help the people, all right? But instead of waiting for the Congress to approve this guy named Richard Cordray to be appointed to the newly Consumer Protection Financial Agency, or whatever the hell it is, what is it called? Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's what it's called. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which was made by Barack Obama, all right? And even though the bureaucracy was made by the liberals and Barack Obama, I mean, the appointment of this particular bureaucracy still has to be approved by Congress, all right? But Barack Obama said, no, baby, I don't need no Congress, baby. Them motherfuckers taking too long up in this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? This is junkyard America, baby. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bypass the Congress up in this motherfucker. I'm going to bypass the Senate up in this motherfucker, and I'm just going to put this guy in the position of power, and that's all there is to it, baby, because I'm Barack Obama. I've worked things out, baby. And that's exactly what he did, folks. I mean, Barack Obama bypassed the Senate, bypassed the Congress completely, and just himself, out of his own supposed presidential authority, which is not defined by the Constitution in this regard, he decides to appoint this Richard Cordray himself, all right? Which means he's acting more or less like a dictator, all right? Because remember, the Congress has to appoint any presidential appointment. He's not even waiting for the Congress. He's just putting this guy into this new bureaucracy called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, that's supposed to be looking after all these so-called financial industries like payday loans and credit cards and all these little financial instruments that are out here. It's supposed to be a protection bureau to protect the people from these so-called financial instruments, but you know what it really is, folks, all right? It's just an indirect tax on private enterprise in order to fund this disgusting, despicable bureaucratic system called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Because let's be honest, they're not going to actually oversee mortgage companies. They're not actually going to oversee payday lenders, debt collectors, and other financial operations. You know what they're going to do? They're going to demand a quote-unquote permit or some kind of bureaucratic paperwork which the private enterprise has to pay for, all right, just so that this stupid bureaucratic system called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau can continue to fund itself with unadulterated bureaucrats, all right? All right, that's all there is to it, for Christ's sake, man. It makes me sick to my stomach that Barack Obama, not only is he providing more growth in government in this regard with this stupid bureaucracy, but he's self-appointing the head of this bureaucracy, man. He is superseding what is defined by his powers in the Constitution. All right? He's acting like a dictator. That's what dictators do. I'm not going to worry about no Congress or Senate. I'm just going to go ahead and appoint this guy, and he's now the head of this bureaucratic system that I created called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And that's all there is to it, because I'm Barack Obama and the people are stupid. Anyway, I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869. The president setting precedents for himself and possibly other future presidents to just kind of bypass Congress altogether and just act like a dictator, for a lack of a better term. I hate to say this. I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869. 708, what do you think about Obama? Shut up. All right? This is serious business. We need to start talking about Obama here. He's acting like a dictator, and you idiots don't care. Jesus Christ. 860, what's up? What do you think about Obama?
Hey, dude. I found a way to make world peace, man. You see, what you got to do, man, is, got to take all the world politicians, put them in a giant movie theater, and make them watch My Little Pony. Because, friendship is magic, man. Like this doobie right here, man.
Shut up, you stupid moron, all right? Stoners wouldn't give two rats' asses about My Little Pony. They just care about their next bag of weed and when the next Looney Tunes is going to be on freaking Cartoon Network. That's all they care about, all right? 732, what's up? What do you think about Obama?
How about them Cowboys?
Shove it up your ass, all right? Stop rubbing it in my face. It's Tony Homo's fault, all right? It's all Tony Homo's fault and that lackey-ass coach they have down there. I don't want to talk about freaking football because it's going to piss me off. Unless you're betting with me, unless you want to, place a wager, don't talk to me about football, Milky Lickers. Let's see, who else do we got going on over here? We got 210. What's up? What do you think about Obama?
Hello?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be Mexican of the year. Fuck asshole.
I can't even understand you, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Something about asshole. 520, what's up? What do you think about Obama? Jesus Christ, man. Does anybody not care that Obama superseded his authority and decided to bypass Congress and just appoint, this imbecile? What the hell is this guy's name? I don't remember bureaucrat's name. Richard Cordray, all right? Decided to appoint this bureaucrat into this ridiculous newly formed bureaucracy called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that's supposed to overlook the mortgage companies, payday lenders, debt collectors, and other financial operations. But you know as well as I, they're not going to be looking over diddly. All they're going to do is cause these people to pay some permit fee or some federal fee or something just so that they can continue to fund that ridiculous bureaucracy. This is a tax on private enterprise, and anybody who thinks that this Consumer Financial Agency Bureau is anything but a ridiculous, disgusting tax on the private enterprise, you're an absolute moron. Anyway, we got Fruitcake Son. What do you think about Obama?
The only Bush you're going to see is Caroline's. Rest in peace, Ghost. He died from cancer of the cock.
Yeah, shut up. Your father's got cancer of the cock. All right, Real Mexican, what's up?
Hey, Ghost, it's me, Ibanezzo, the one and only king of the Mexicans. Arriba, arriba!
Hey, you okay, Ibanezzo? It sounds like you may got the AIDS or something. You all right? You sound a little sick.
Well, no, I feel kind of sad because you were acknowledging you are the true king of Mexicans, but you ain't, man.
No, I think no, because usually you're a little bit more hyper. Usually you're a little bit more up, for Christ's sake. I mean, from where I'm standing, it sounds like you've got the AIDS. That's what it sounds like. I mean, everybody knows you, Ibanezzo. I mean, usually you're pretty feisty. Usually you have a lot more energy, for Christ's sake. It sounds like the goddamn AIDS has got you down. Am I wrong there, or am I wrong?
Yeah, you're kind of wrong. I mean, I feel really sad today because, well, I've been looking at your life and you're like mid-50s. You don't have a decent job.
Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? You got the AIDS. Too bad. You know, he probably got it from a bad burrito or something. You know, a bad enchilada. Huh? He had a bad enchilada and got the AIDS. A bad enchilada and got the AIDS. The AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. He got the AIDS. The AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. He got the AIDS. Everybody's gonna get the AIDS. Hey, everybody's gonna get the AIDS. He's got the AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. He's got the AIDS, AIDS. Anyway, that's kind of wrong. I'm sorry. If you really do got the AIDS, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, sorry about that. Anyway, Brinko War, what's up? What do you think about Obama?
Gosh, that sucked.
Oh my God! Was that a guitar or a violin?
That was a violin. Sorry. Here's a better one.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You already tortured us enough with that cat killing crap. I mean, were you trying to be like Eddie Van Halen? I mean, the finger picking. I mean, that's old, man. Huh? I mean, that's when the freaking electric guitar was primitive. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? Let's talk a little bit more about Obama. We're going to move on. Once again, Obama superseding the authority accorded to him by the Constitution, bypassing the Congress, and deciding to appoint this bureaucrat named Richard Cordray into this newly developed bureaucracy called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And believe me, we're going to be hearing a lot from this particular agency because it has done nothing more than grown government. Let's continue going, shall we? Glow Skulls, what do you think about Obama? Yeah, you can keep playing that commie, ridiculous national anthem, but look at Russia. Have you seen Russia? Come on, Russia! Come on and raise up, baby. Take your shirt off. Throw it around your head like a helicopter, baby. I mean, you even got Vladimir Putin bowing down to the Russian opposition, actually trying to talk to the Russian opposition because he's scared. He's scared he's going to end up like Tsar Nicholas. He's scared he's going to end up like Anastasia. Like, oh! And I hope he does, for Christ's sake, because he's a torturous ex-KGB communist prick. All right? Anyway, who else do we got? We got 720. What do you think about Obama? Yeah, another Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 951, what do you think about Obama?
Why, hello there, Ghost.
What do you think about Obama, Purple?
Hello?
What? Oh, Jesus Christ, this guy, he thinks he's talking to his boyfriend or something. Take him 10 steps away from my butt crack with all this over-feminized talk. Damn it. God damn it. 215. 215, you there?
Long live Karl Marx and long live the ideas that man said in the Communist Manifesto.
Shut up, you stupid moron. I never said that. That's a freaking splice. I never said that. I never said that. You know it, and everybody who listens to to me knows I never said that's a freaking splice. Stupid moron. 336. No, we already called on you. Screw you. Who else do we got? We got 571. What's up? Oh, my God. Oh, are you joking? You're taking a turd on the mic, for Christ's sake? I mean, how long were your asshole clinched, for Christ's sake, waiting for me to call you? I see it here on the damn switchboard. You were waiting for about 30 minutes, for Christ's sake. Are you all right? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Gee, no! No! Get him off! Get him off, for Christ's sake! Jesus Christ. Get him off, engineer, goddammit. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, did you hear that, for Christ's sake? Freaking Hershey squirts, man. Freaking mud butt over here, you know what I mean? I was just waiting for this idiot to go, uh-oh, poo-poo, or some crap. Jesus Christ. This is just gross, man. You know, this is just getting disgusting. Just getting more and more immature, for Christ's sake. People taking turds on the freaking phone just so they can besmirch my broadcast. This is ridiculous. That had to have been a poop tickler. Anyway, let's move on, because nobody cares that Obama is consolidating power and abusing his authority as defined by the Constitution. So let's go ahead and move on to something else. Let's talk a little bit about science. She blinded me with science. Let's talk a little bit about science, shall we? Because I think this is a very interesting story coming out of Cornell University. Cornell University scientists have actually created a wrinkle in time, folks. Believe it or not, the phenomenon is known as temporal cloaking, in which let me explain this in a non-complicated form. No, it's not the cloaking device. It's not the physical cloaking device that bends light so that it can create you invisible. No. They have actually created a way where they can actually freeze time around a given subject, making it invisible to those actually looking upon it. All right? Now, let me explain that a little bit more detail. All right? Now, let's talk about it. All right? Now, according to the scientists, these engineers out here at Cornell, and I'm quoting, "We think of time in a way that other people think of space. What other people are doing in space, we can do in time," said Monty Friedman, a researcher at the School of Applied and Engineering Physics at Cornell. He continues and says, "I think it's a big step forward. It's another example of beauty of transformal optics, you know. Temporal cloaking is like spatial cloaking, and but the only difference is that it follows an ironclad law of physics that is to some extent a parlor trick, albeit performed in a highly unusual parlor, all right? It's not enough time to steal a painting from a museum, according to Friedman, but he added, nevertheless, the practices can be utilized for future technologies, all right? Now, because light travels and has speed, it also defines something when it happens. The lighting and darkness that occurs when a beam of light illuminates an event marks the event in time. If something can be applied and yet leave the light unperturbed, which is the essence of temporal cloaking, then the event itself can become invisible as a cloaked object. You get it? All right, let me go ahead and post this. This is a Washington Post. People are like, "Are you kidding me? I mean, is this real?" Yeah, here it is, right here, folks. Here's the article. Let me go ahead and post it here, because this is serious business. Here it is, right here. All right, there it is, right there. All right, yeah. Let me go ahead and implement chat room martial law. These idiots are spamming jerks. There it is, right here. All right, a Washington Post article talking about temporal cloaking. Very interesting article. Let me tell you something right now. All I've got to say is, Welcome to Machines, yeah. Pretty serious stuff, man. Let me read that one more time for all the folks that didn't really understand it, all right? Because light travels and has speed, it also defines when something happens. The lighting and darkening that occurs when a beam of light illuminates an event marks the event in time. If something can happen and yet leave the light unperturbed, which is the essence of this temporal cloaking, then the event can become invisible as a cloaked object, much like a wrinkle in time. Unfreaking believable, folks. I mean, now that you start to think, now that we're starting to, delve into this type of science, it kind of makes you wonder if there's not people all around us right now. Makes you wonder if there aren't time travelers or individuals that are just all around us that we can't see at this point in time, right in front of us. That's all there is to it. Unreal. Anyway, what do you have to say about it? Temporal cloaking. All right, 262. What do you think about it?
I just want to know, is this cloaking kind of like Harry Potter, where he actually gets a cloak and turns invisible?
No, well, believe it or not, that has already been developed. I mean, that the invisible cloak thing has already been developed. It's basically bending light, the invisible cloak. I mean, as a matter of fact, you could probably YouTube that. It's probably out available, the invisible cloak. I mean, it's been demonstrated several times. But this is a little bit different. This is actually manipulating light so that the actual event itself will actually occur, but it won't be witnessed by everybody else assuming the same position in time. It's kind of like that one episode when in DuckTales. Y'all remember DuckTales? Well, there was an episode when what the hell is that stupid scientist's name that Uncle Scrooge used to always go to? Was it what was the name of that? Forgot the name. Was it Gadget? I don't think it was Gadget. Was it Gadget? I think it might have been Gadget. Anyway, he actually went to Gadget, all right, and Gadget was actually working on this little mechanized little thingamabob, whatever it was, a little mechanism, a little remote control that actually stopped time to the point so slow. Gyro, thank you, gyro. By the time somebody knew their goddamn DuckTales freaking memorabilia, their freaking trivia. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Gyro decides that he's invented this little device that'll stop time for the people that are in hold of this device. And not necessarily stop time. To them, it looks like time has stopped. But the theory is that they're traveling so fast. All right? They're traveling so freaking fast that no one can see them. It's kind of like that. All right? Or the cyborg ninja in Metal Gear Solid, He had optic camouflage, which could bend light. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's go ahead and see if anybody else has anything to say about this. I think somebody else. Let's take some Skype callers. How about Torzier? What's up? What do you think about this?
Hey, Ghost.
How's it going, man?
Hey, I'm okay. I got the Ghost Politics notebook. So thanks for following me on Twitter.
I saw that, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. We're following you, by the way.
And, I sent you the link on Twitter, and you're following me in about 15 minutes. So you must have been sitting at the computer at the time. Yeah, I hadn't actually heard of this before the show started. It's quite interesting. It says in the article that it's not enough to actually be able to rob banks or anything without being detected, so the police aren't going to have anything to worry about. But it only lasts for about 50 trillionths of a second, it says here. But
well, that's what they're telling us now. I mean, but there's evidence that the invisible cloak is actually being used in warfare, even though the universities have told us that they've only used. And what I mean by the invisible cloak, I'm talking about not temporal cloaking, but the actual cloaking of putting a physical cloak over your body so it can bend light and make you invisible. That's already been proven that is being used in warfare in this current day and age. So, and believe it or not, they just barely came out with that cloak, what was it, two or 3 years ago on the university level. So I know as well as everybody else knows that the government is not telling us, they're telling us things a lot sooner or a lot later than they actually have caught up with the technology.
Yeah, I saw something about that. There was they developed a type of cloaking thing where if you look at a vehicle on these heat sensors that they have, it looks like a van, but if you look at it through a normal camera, it's a tank.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is what I'm speaking of. As a matter of fact, I have read about this, that English tanks are actually utilizing this invisible cloak. There's actually evidence of this by the insurgents. Some of the insurgents actually use video recon in hopes of trying to combat the enemy, which is us in many military theaters. And in their footage, they have caught the invisible cloak in action, which is very scary to know that we're sitting out here being told that the invisible cloak is nothing more than primitive in its evolution regard, and let alone not even viable for military theater, and let alone we're seeing it out here in YouTube videos. I mean, all you got to do is do a YouTube search for invisible cloak used in military, used in Iraq, used in Afghanistan. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, you're probably not going to see the temple cloaking like this cloaking as in like Star Trek for a very long time, but damn.
Well, I mean, Torzier, I don't know that. I don't know anymore. I think that anything is possible. I mean, that's why I always say that people think that I'm such a sociopath and such a heartless person when I talk against people that are not contributing to the progress of humanity. Because what people don't understand is that we have gone beyond design. I mean, we've gone beyond the limits set forth by nature. Yeah, I mean, and what's unfortunate is that what's holding us back as a civilization as a whole is the fact that we have this misdirected empathy, misdirected sympathy towards those that refuse to help themselves, that just sit there and just decide, I'm going to be a mooch on society, and you're just going to have to deal with me. And because we have so many people that are so bamboozled and emotionally driven, that this is why you have such a stagnant situation as it pertains to the human equation. And what we need to understand is that we can no longer sit here and think that humanity is somehow special in the regard of nature. I mean, just look around you, goddammit. I mean, why don't you go observe nature in the woods? Observe nature in any habitat. Every living organism has to kill and eat another living organism to survive. But humanity seems to think that we need to house and clothe and feed every human being as if it's God's special creature. Even though these human beings can't help themselves, let alone help a family, let alone help a child, let alone help the progress of civilization. And why we continue to go on with this charade, that we have to sit here and house, clothes, and feed all these people is ridiculous. I mean, we are going against nature itself. I mean, the earth is reacting. I don't think it's a coincidence that we're having super earthquakes and super hurricanes and tsunamis. I mean, we got monsoons in the Philippines that have already killed about over 1,000 people. I'm not surprised that we're witnessing all these dramatic natural disasters and these atmospheric disturbances. I mean, this is the earth trying to shake us off like we're a bad case of the fleas, for Christ's sake. I mean, don't you understand that only little over 1% of the Earth's water is drinkable? Yeah. I mean, we're raping the natural resources. I guarantee you in 25, 30 years, wars are going to be fought over fresh water. Wars are going to be fought over natural resources. And what's really unfortunate is that we don't need to fight wars over this. All we need to understand is that we need to progress humanity as a whole. And we need to disregard these old primitive concepts like religion, political romanticism, culturalism, racism, nationalism. These primitive concepts belong in the halls of history, and they need to stay there. Every one of those things that I just mentioned have done nothing but habitually caused humanity strife and despair and destruction and murder. But until we as humanity, and I'm talking about the whole of humanity, until we start disregarding these old primitive concepts, we're going to continue to see American and world strife. We're going to continue to see people suffering. We're going to continue to see lunatics come up. We're going to continue to see misdirected empathy cause a population problem. We're going to continue to see the withering away and the raping of the Earth's natural resources. We're going to continue to see this crap. We're going to continue to see it. And you stupid, misdirected, empathetic, compassionate morons continue to believe that we need to house and clothe and feed all these people all over the world when we're doing nothing but killing ourselves. Killing ourselves, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you, this little cloak, this little wrinkle in time, this, the hell is it called, for Christ's sake, temporal cloaking. It's only a fraction of what humans have done. It's only a fraction of what the human potential is. But the problem is that when we continue to progress as human beings, there are more and more people that are going to be left behind, that are going to be mentally equivalent to an animal, because they refuse to progress their mental capacity with those of us that are out here making civilization continue. And that's all there is to it. Anyway, we're running out of time here, for Christ's sake. Let's go ahead and move on to something else. Police in Brownsville, Texas, and let me tell you, that's definitely the colon of America. Anything south of Austin, Texas is literally the colon of America, all right? It's pretty bad. But police in Brownsville, Texas actually shot and killed an 8th grade middle school student because apparently, and this is according to reports, the middle school student brandished a gun and decided to start popping caps at the officers. Can you believe this crap? They decided to start popping caps at the officers, and the officers had to return fire and kill this 8th grade kid in school, mind you, in school. Now, according to reports, there had been report to the school administrators that this student in question actually was carrying a gun. And when this report was out within the school, the administrators took it upon themselves to lock down the school. And when they locked down the school, they had officers basically try to confront this particular student. And this particular student decided to engage these officers. And unfortunately, lethal force was dispensed, and this kid is dead. Now, why am I bringing this up, folks? Because I'm going to tell you why. All right? Because the education system, the public education system, sucks. All right? Let me explain something to you here. The kid that is the culprit behind brandishing a gun and ended up getting killed by the officers in Brownsville, Texas, was 15 years old in 8th grade. 15 years old going on 16 years old in 8th grade. There should be no reason why there should be any 15, 16, 17-year-old kids in the same school as those that are in middle school, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, this is what's the problem in public education today, is the fact that these idiot kids are just all being left behind because of this ridiculous, dumbass, standardized texting, which is nothing more than a goddamn multiple choice, 25%. You get the answer right just by guessing BS. All right? You've got these kids out here just failing, and they're continuing to stay in the same grade. And it's not uncommon in America today to see 15, 16, 17-year-old 8th graders, 7th graders, folks. It's not a joke. And just imagine that you've got these older kids intermixing with 11-year-old 6th graders. You have these kids intermixing with 12-year-old 7th graders. All right? I mean, this is what's making school unsafe out here. And why are schools allowing this to happen, folks? Because of the way the schooling system is funded, all right? Right now, the schooling system is funded based upon attendance and based upon the standardized testing, all right? Now, schools lose funding if this just recently happened within the past 10 years, okay? Schools lose funding if a kid drops out. School loses funding if a kid gets kicked out. School loses funding if a kid decides that they're going to move away. School loses funding if the test scores aren't up to the standard. So, once again, what are we doing here? We've got the bureaucratic system of education worrying about keeping students in the seats of those desks, as opposed to actually keeping the environment of education safe, let alone relaying the material so that these students can actually give themselves an education further in the future. Why, folks? Because of the way the public education system's funded. This is why you're starting to see 15, 16-year-old students in middle schools, because the middle school needs the funding. And if this idiot kid is going to continue to stay in middle school at 15, 16, 17 years old, well, then the school is going to let him stay there. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm not one big fan of public education school teachers. I'm not a big fan of public education school administrators. But let me tell you something right now. It's a jungle in these freaking public schools out here. It's a freaking jungle. I mean, just look at this scenario down here in Brownsville, Texas, man. 15-year-old kid brings a gun to school. Not only does he bring a gun to school, he's engaging with cops, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, this guy's going out with a bang. He's engaging cops. He's exchanging fire, for Christ's sake. But there should be no reason why 15, 16-year-old kids are in the same school as these kids in middle school. And I think it's a tragedy that America is just allowing this to happen. And, of course, why is it happening? The parents, they don't care. They don't care as long as they dump their kids off at the school and assign them up all to these extracurricular activities. So by the time they get home, it's about 8, 9 p.m., and the parents don't even have to talk to these kids. They don't even have to talk to them. Now, all you got to do is just throw a plate of food in their face and just say, hey, just go ahead and go up to your room, go to sleep, and they do it all over again. All right? This is just ridiculous, man. This is why I say that we need privatization, complete and total privatization of education. Complete and total privatization, man. I'm not joking, man. We should just completely privatize the education system, and just imagine how many jobs would be created if we privatized education. Just imagine that teachers would have to be held accountable. I mean, no longer would we have this bureaucratic system that a teacher can be in the game 30 or 40 years teaching the same curriculum that they learned 30 or 40 years ago. And moreover, these teachers in the bureaucracy, they get increases in their pay every freaking year for seniority pay, no matter what type of a job they do. In the public education system today, if you're a good teacher or a bad teacher, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get paid the same pay every year. It doesn't matter. So is there any incentive for a teacher to go out there and actually care about the students? Is there actually an incentive for a teacher to go out there and actually educate these people? No. It's stupid. Anyway, I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Once again, a kid down there in Brownsville, Texas, 15-year-old 8th grader, believe it or not, brandishes a gun, tries to exchange fire with police, is killed in a middle school in Brownsville, Texas. I mean, this is the new America that we're living in, folks. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Area code 269. Hey, 269. We got somebody here. Hey, 269, what are you doing, man? You were doing something there. What's going on? Oh yeah. Go. Oh yeah, get your groove on. Yeah, it's a fruity bastard, for Christ's sake. Get him off. Get him off! 703, what's up? What do you think about public education? Fruity bastards. This is a Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 832, what do you think about public education?
Hello, Ghost. That's me.
Who is this?
It's asshole.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you want, asshole?
I'm watching porn.
What?
Yeah, I'm drinking beer. My mom is not here. Let's enjoy the moment.
Asshole, goddammit, I'm going to tell you this right now. Turn that off. Turn that off, asshole. You're too young to be watching that. Turn that off, asshole.
I won't, Ghost. Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at that.
Oh my God, turn that off and put that cerveza down, asshole. Put down that cerveza.
I don't know, Ghost. Oh, she's all naked. Oh my God, Ghost. Dude, this cerveza is so good. I got Pacifico, man.
Oh God, this is just. Are y'all hearing this, folks? Are y'all hearing this? This is America. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I was just discussing. Listen to asshole here. He's watching pornography, and he's drinking beer, and he's an 8-year-old Mexican. I mean, good God.
Ghost, you have to see this. Let me send you the link. Oh my God. It's not a virus, I swear.
I mean, just screw you, Anthony. Get him off, for Christ's sake. Don't be sending me no links and no freaking pornography. You freaking pervert. Goddamn sick-ass Mexican pervert. God damn it. I mean, where are the parents? Where are the parents for this nonsense? Good God. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake, man. Do you see what I'm saying, folks? This is what I'm talking about. This student here, this asshole is probably going to school with your kid and is influencing your kid, for Christ's sake. Do you hear this kid? 8-year-old Justin Bieber Mexican kid out here drinking cervezas and watching pornographic material. All right? And this is common out here in America. This is completely common. Jesus Christ, this is disgusting. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we were already 2 minutes in to the third and final hour, Jesus Christ, of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Jesus Christ, I mean, after what just happened, I'm a little flustered, for Christ's sake, knowing that we got goddamn 8-year-old kids, you know, sitting here chafing their penises, for Christ's sake, watching pornography. God damn. Anyway, before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, all right? And for all you lazy bastards that are too lazy to open up a freaking window, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the player right in front of you right there. We got Google Plus buttons. We got Facebook like buttons. We got share this buttons, retweet this buttons. Use and abuse those buttons, baby. It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. God damn it. Anyway, Jesus Christ, I can't believe asshole called up and did that. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a little taken back. I'm a little taken back, to say the least. But let me tell you something. It just reiterates everything that I just mentioned about the public education system. Unfreaking believable. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter, folks. We're running out of time here. We've got the United States considering freeing all the prisoners at Guantanamo Bay to boost the credibility in the reconciliation talks with the Taliban. Can you believe this? Yeah, another great mark in the obvious great foreign policy of this administration. Can you believe this crap? The administration's actually considering this. The administration is actually considering freeing all the prisoners at Guantanamo Bay so they can boost credibility with the talks that come with the Taliban. With the Taliban in Afghanistan, for Christ's sake. We're actually considering releasing the Guantanamo Bay prisoners so that we can show the Taliban that we're serious or something. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God, I can't believe this crap. I'm telling you this right now. This is Obama's foreign policy here. This is Obama's foreign policy, huh? Negotiating with the terrorists, huh? Jesus Christ, this is really serious. They are considering releasing all the Guantanamo Bay prisoners so they can show the Taliban that they're serious about reconciliation talks, and they actually want to integrate the Taliban with the Afghanistan government. Jesus Christ, man. Can't believe this crap. Anyway, what do you have to say about it? Let's take a couple of calls about this and see if people are happy about it or what, huh? We got area code 781. What's up? What do you think about this? Or 718, I should say. 718, my bad.
Oh, hello?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up? Well, yeah, I believe that's like the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, let's release all the prisoners that, destroyed our government.
Well, they didn't destroy our government. What they did is they were housing the terrorist group that inevitably did the horrific attacks of 9/11, all right? So, I mean, I don't understand how this president or this administration can actually negotiate with the freaking Taliban, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, is anybody else out there pissed off? I mean, is this thing on? Jesus Christ. Who the hell else? We got 347. What's up? What do you think about this crap?
Nikolai is a fake Russian.
Well, he sounds like a fake Russian, all right? Who cares, all right? Tough titty. Who else we got? We got 508. What's up?
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
I'm really gay.
Well, you sound it, for Christ's sake. Poco Kitty, what's up? Jesus Christ. Who cares about your stupid song? 954, what's up? What do you think about this crap? Another Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. How about, who else we got? 479, what's up? What do you think about this stuff?
Hey, I'm doing it in shower. Yeah, make it a toilet, a penis, yeah.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? What language is that? Oh, Jesus Christ, they're in the tub, too? I mean, what's up with this trend of everybody listening to me in the tub, for Christ's sake? What is this crap? Oh, my God. I mean, are you in the tub?
I'm taking drugs, man. I'm so high right now.
Oh, my God. Are you a chick, at least? If you're a chick, at least, I mean, at least, all right. I mean, it makes me feel a little better. Are you a chick or what?
I'm so high.
Yeah, you're sticking a rubber ducky up your twat, for Christ's sake. Hey, Toys for Twats was last month, broad, all right? Jesus Christ. Looks like nobody cares that the United States government is negotiating with the Taliban and actually considering releasing all the prisoners from Guantanamo Bay just to show that the United States is serious in negotiating with the Taliban. Jesus Christ. Looks like nobody cares. Let's move on to another subject matter. You people don't give a crap. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about Egypt. Those wild Jehudis out there that continue to, rise up and kill each other and, mad at each other. I mean, they overthrew the last government. Now they're not okay with this government. I mean, just give me a freaking break. Anyway, the prosecutors, though, in Egypt are actually still trying to prosecute Hosni Mubarak, which was the previous leader of Egypt until Wael Ghanem and the wild Yehudis in Egypt decided to just go out and pillage and plunder their own country. Well, the prosecutors are trying to argue that Hosni Mubarak, during the time of the Egyptian revolution back in February, which you and I know it wasn't a freaking revolution, it was a goddamn a post-Katrina looting session. That's what the hell it was. There was no intellectual foundation to this Egyptian revolution, for Christ's sake. It was a bunch of wild Yehudis going out there and just pillaging and plundering and raping women, for Christ's sake. But anyway, the prosecutors in Egypt are arguing that Hosni Mubarak actually instigated the shoot-to-kill policy that killed estimated 800 people during this particular skirmish. What I don't understand is, why are they prosecuting Hosni Mubarak for a supposed shoot-to-kill policy when the government that is in power today is doing the same damn thing but worse? All right? I mean, I tweeted the complete and utter disregard for human life by the current administration of the Egyptian country. I mean, they just went out there and started shooting people, for Christ's sake. So what I'm saying is, if they're going to prosecute Hosni Mubarak for a shoot-to-kill policy, they need to prosecute the current administration or the current whatever makeshift governing power that's in Egypt today that's doing the same damn thing that these dumb Yehudis rioted over back in February. All right? Sick of these wild Yehudis. I'm sick of this fucking Arab Spring. Excuse my French. I'm sick of this freaking Arab Spring already, all right? Okay, there's a couple of areas within the Arab Spring that actually have some intellectual foundation. The people in Syria, all right? The people in Syria, we're just allowing them to be killed and not giving them any kind of help whatsoever. I mean, it took until August for the United Nations and the United States to even say something about Syria, all right? Then we got Iran back in 2009. Iran in 2009 was rising up against the Ayatollah, rising up against the farce Ahmadinejad elections, and instead of helping the Iranian Revolution of 2009 through clandestine operations, lo and behold, we allowed the goddamn Ayatollah to kill his own people, mowing down like a bunch of dead dogs, for Christ's sake, in the United States, the United Nations, and everybody did nothing. And now look at Iran, huh? Now look at Iran. We've got Iran saber-rattling, for Christ's sake. We got Iran flexing nuts to the United States, and they would have not been able to flex nuts had we helped the Iranian Revolution of 2009. And you can go back into the archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and check out in 2009, 2008. I was screaming at the government to go in there. It was some kind of clandestine operation, for Christ's sake. I was screaming. But it fell on deaf ears. And the Ayatollah still killed his people. And the Ayatollah's still in power, and now he's saber-rattling here at the United States. I mean, they're hacking our drones out of the sky, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. And speaking of Syria, the Arab League, believe it or not, which is a international consortium of all these Arab nations, the Arab League recently sent in Arab League observers to see the situation in Syria for themselves. And as the observers went in there, of course, the Syrian people used that as a rallying cry to go out there and protest even that much more, so that somebody could see that, hey, we don't want Bashar al-Assad, all right? Bashar al-Assad is a tyrant, all right? We don't want him. But as the observers went into Syria, it didn't look like Bashar al-Assad's troops basically held itself back in its regard of killing its own people, because when the observers went in there, they killed even more. Bashar al-Assad's troops in Syria continue to kill like a bunch of disgusting, despicable tyrants. Well, now the Arab League, witnessing all this, they're trying to signal to Syria that, hey, we're a little frustrated with you there, Syria, huh? We're a little frustrated with you, and the Arab League can no longer continue to back you up if you're going to continue to murder your people like a bunch of dogs. And once again, I have to say this: death to Bashar al-Assad. Death to Bashar al-Assad, baby. And you can tell him I said that. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. We are running out of time here, so I'm just going to kind of run through this. We talked about this yesterday. A woman's body found on the Queen Elizabeth's estate. For some reason, nobody knows how it got there. Huh? The 20,000-acre sprawling estate of the Queen, they found a body of a woman, and today we found out the age of that woman. Ages are between 15 to 23. And the only reason that they're guesstimating is because there was bad rigor mortis and decomposition with the body, as if the body had been there for about several months. It's really, really disgusting that, we're not having any more information come out about this serious situation. You know as well as I, had this been your property as a private citizen, whether you're a private citizen of England or a private citizen of America, if they found a body on your property, the damn FBI, the freaking state, municipal, freaking law enforcement would be all up your ass with a freaking microscope. You know it, and I know it. But no, because it's the royal family. It's the royal family. Of course, it looks like the royal family, in my personal opinion, may get away with murder. At least somebody that visited that particular estate may just get away with murder because nobody wants to investigate the Queen because, she's a monarch and, yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, it makes me sick. I can't believe that, England can be proud of themselves knowing that, there's dead bodies showing up at the estate of the Queen, while they're visiting, for Christ's sake, and, they're just going to, it's just a body. Who cares? The royal family, who cares? They got bodies, lying everywhere all the time, for Christ's sake. I mean, give me a break, man. We need to investigate the royal family for this, all right? I mean, there should be no reason why one family gets a pass on murder, all right? There should be no reason why one family gets a pass on murder. And I hope that these goddamn English investigators crawl up this freaking royal family's ass with a freaking microscope because they deserve it, all right? They deserve it. And look, for all you English people that are getting offended by this, hey, screw you, asshole, all right? What, you're going to let your royal family get away with murder? Why? Because, it's English pride. Oh, yes. We got to bow down to the Queen. That's what we got to do. We got to let them get away with murder. Yes, we got to get away with murder. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what do you have to say about this? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Once again, a body of a woman between the ages of 15 to 23 found on Queen Elizabeth's estate, the sprawling 22,000-acre estate. And I want to hear what you have to say about this. 646-652-4869. I mean, I feel that the royal family should be investigated, all right? And for all you English people that are all pissed off because I have this opinion, hey, why don't you go shove some fish and chips up your ass? Area code 234, what do you have to say about this? Now, you don't know your ass from your elbow because you're a freaking Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 559, what do you think about this crap?
Hey, Ghost, did your grandma die by crashing a plane into the World Trade?
No, wrong person. 443, what's up? What do you think about this
I just have to say it's the best thing ever.
What is the best thing ever?
It's the best thing ever, the fact that the royal family gets to get away with this.
Why do you think it's the best thing ever? What makes them so, above authority?
Because they're the royal family.
Yeah, here's another fruit without any father in the influence out here. Am I right?
No.
Yeah, right. Listen to the way he answered, for Christ's sake. A proud man, a father's son, would say, hey, don't you ever talk about my old man like that, you piece of crap. But no. You notice how there's always a hesitation, or there's always a pause whenever I ask these over-feminized fruits attempting to try to get lulls from yours truly. Whenever I confront them about being an single-parent family raised by their mammy, they always get a little flustered. There's always a pause there, for Christ's sake. 443, you're raised by your goddamn mammy, right?
No. Actually, yeah, I do have a single parent, but it's my father at this point.
Oh yeah, and where's your father at? I want to talk to that guy. Put him on the phone. I want to tell him what type of fruity ass crap popped out of his nutsack. Put him on the phone.
I do hope you know you're giving me many lulls.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're lolling at yourself, all right? You're lolling at yourself because you literally sound like you popped out of the ass crack of Ricky Martin in a freaking orgy session in Puerto Rico. And you're going to sit over here and talk garbage and say, hey, you know you're giving me lulls. I want to talk to that ballless father that you've got going on out there because he's not doing a good job. I can tell by the way you express your vernacular that man is not doing his job right, and I want to tell him what type of pink team playing crap popped out of his nutsack there, boy. Now put him on, 443. Put him on now.
Dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's right. That's all you can say. Dude. That's right. Just sit there and shut your mouth and speak when you're spoken to, boy. Do you understand? Don't sit over here and try to mouth off to this man right here, for Christ's sake. I'm kicking ass and taking names today, for Christ's sake. I mean, haven't you noticed what I've been doing to these trolls today? Haven't y'all noticed? I've been straight doing a, are you good? Tiger uppercut. And they ain't got nothing, baby. Ain't got nothing. Anyway, once again, I think the royal family needs to be investigated on this body found on Queen Elizabeth's 22,000-acre estate. But let's move on because we're running out of time, for Christ's sake. Did anybody hear what Hugo Chavez had to say today? And for you folks that don't know who Hugo Chavez is, he's the communist dictator of Venezuela, the South American country. Anyway, recently, within the past 8 months, old Hugo Chavez has got the cancer. That's right, he's got the cancer. And unfortunately, you know, his little pissing ground country couldn't operate on his cancer. So this fat Mexican decided to go to Cuba, and he allowed the Cubans to operate on his prostate tumor. You know, obviously he's got a prostate tumor or some kind of, I don't know, it's very vague on what kind of cancer old Hugo Chavez has, but it's something within the chastity region. You know, and that's a big chastity region on that fat Mexican, too. But anyway, Hugo Chavez actually had the audacity to say today that the United States military, the black ops of the United States military gave him cancer. Are you kidding me? I'm not joking. I kid you not. Hugo Chavez said that the United States gave him cancer somehow. Huh? Poor Hugo. He's trying to find a reason why he's got the cancer. Hey, look. The reason you've got cancer, Hugo Chavez, is because you're fat. And you know, I've seen old pictures of your fat jelly ass. You've been fat for a long time. And with all due respect to my Mexican brethrens, the Mexican peeps don't necessarily have the best of diets, all right? I mean, you know, they like to fry a lot of stuff, you know, they like to, you know, they like to eat pig intestine, you know, what do they call them? They call them tripa. They call them tripa. You know, they like to, you know, eat, you know, horse head and horse tongue and horse brain and, you know, all these really, really fatty, you know, high cholesterol, I mean, you know, really unbearable type of foods. And in my personal opinion, I just think that Hugo Chavez, you know, given the fact that this man had extreme Mexican girth on his belly, for Christ's sake, the bottom line is he got the cancer because he was a fat jelly ass that probably ate too many freaking preservatives, for Christ's sake, you know? He was probably a fan of Pop-Tarts and, you know, had one every day of his life. Now he's got freaking growths coming out of his sack, for Christ's sake, you know what I mean? You know, maybe he was a fan of saccharin or something. You know, he always put in saccharin instead of sugar, and now look at the bastard. Hey, Hugo Chavez, hey, you got cancer, get over it, all right? I mean, you know he's about to die of the cancer, right? You know this, right? He wouldn't be saying this ridiculous nonsense if he wasn't dying, all right? If he wasn't dying, he wouldn't be saying this nonsense, but you know he's dying. You know he is. You know it and I know it. And, you know, he's the only person that I've ever seen get cancer treatment and get fatter. Can somebody explain that? He got cancer treatment and he gets fatter. Usually, when you get the cancer treatment, you become like emaciated, pooky crackhead look, if you will. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on. Who cares about Hugo Chavez? Anyway, he thinks that the United States gave him cancer. He really needs to, get a freaking life. Anyway, last but not least, folks, did y'all hear about this Supreme Court case that's going to the Supreme Court about drug-sniffing dogs? Did y'all hear about this? Well, believe it or not, in the state of Florida, and you're talking about the colon of America, there's another colon of America. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's geographically positioned as the colon of America. But anyway, in Florida, they actually busted an individual by passing a drug dog by the house of this individual. And that's it. Just they had this drug dog just pass by the house right in the front yard, and because the drug dog actually reacted in a positive drug manner, they actually used that as probable cause to raid the home and bust people for marijuana possession. I kid you not, for Christ's sake, man. This is not a joke. I mean, let's break it down to you like this, all right? This is what the Supreme Court is going to hear. Whether or not a dog sniff is probable cause for warrants and, busting down doors and, busting up people's homes and that sort of thing. I mean, can you believe this crap? I mean, just imagine if you're a freaking pothead. If you're one of these dumbass potheads who's out here blazing, freaking joints the size of your middle fingers on a consistent basis. You know the type of idiot I'm talking about. Every time you pass by this guy smells like he just came out of a Cheech and Chong movie or some crap. Just imagine that if the freaking cops decided to go and put that dog anywhere around your apartment, anywhere around your home, and the dog gave a positive response for drugs, that becomes enough probable cause to just bust down your door and bust you for possession. I mean, if this is what the cops are going to do, why do we need police officers then? I mean, if we're just going to go ahead and throw down any liberties and separation of powers, and we're going to, just completely disregard, the First Amendment and all the amendments of the Constitution. If we're going to do this, then why the hell do we need police officers for? I mean, the whole concept of police officers was for them to investigate and get enough probable cause so they can go to a judge and say, hey, look, after, a couple of weeks of investigation, a month of investigation, we've come up with this, we've come up with that. All we need for you to do, judge, is sign off on this freaking warrant so we can go in there and bust this idiot. But no, now all they got to do is just get a freaking dog to pass by your house, and if the dog is positive in response to any kind of, I don't know, a whiff of marijuana, a whiff of whatever the hell. I mean, you know that they can even, these freaking dogs can sniff out pirated movies now? Can you believe this crap? They can sniff out pirated movies. So that's what I'm saying, folks. I mean, this is just disgusting. This is just disgusting. And believe it or not, the reason it got to the Supreme Court was because these goddamn idiot courts, these appellate courts in Florida, actually upheld this crap for the cops in Florida. So that just goes to show you what type of garbage that's living down there in Florida, for Christ's sake, that the appellate courts thought that the dog, some police dog, being able to sniff your house from the outside and having a positive response to drugs is enough probable cause to bust down your door. I mean, the Florida appellate courts actually upheld this. That's why this is going to the United States Supreme Court, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, it makes me sick. But, are the people getting mad? Are Americans getting mad? No. Just as long as you continue to have the dollar value menu and you continue to, have idiots prance around like a bunch of jerk dicks on American Idol and on freaking Dancing with the Stars, that's all these idiots care about. I mean, totalitarianism, they don't care about that. Taking away liberties, they don't care about that. They don't care about any of this crap. Stupid, man. Unbelievably stupid. So let me tell you something. If the coppers are going to be upheld on this, then we don't need as many cops on the street anymore. You know what I mean? We don't. We don't need cops on the street. As a matter of fact, I'm advocating that we cut cops on the street. All right, and if we're not going to cut cops, the least we could do is just, subsidize the cops, all right? Let's go ahead and, hire Blackwater or somebody of that nature, because you know what's really unfortunate, folks, is that you get your ass beat by the cops. Yeah, you can try to sue the city, but good luck trying to collect, all right? Unless they have you on video like old Rodney King, and Rodney King better count his lucky stars that some idiot with a freaking video camera caught that on videotape. Because if you're just getting your ass beat by the cops and there ain't no videotape, well, then it's just tough titty for you, all right? But, I mean, if we're going to just disregard liberty, I mean, the whole reason why we have all these pigs is for them to investigate, to have all these detectives and have all these people, look around supposedly fighting crime, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. But no, you know what? They're trying to literally throw down the laws so that it can make their job easier. Let me tell you something, coppers. If you're going to disregard liberty to make your goddamn job easier, well, then we shouldn't even need you on the street, I'd rather take my chances with my own self-protection than to have a bunch of abusive, power-hungry pigs on the street, which are nothing more than a sanctioned gang. All right, nothing more than a sanctioned freaking gang. So for all you pigs that are out there listening and are saying, oh, I can't believe you're saying that, well, you know what, tough titty, because my tax dollars pay your salary, you idiot, all right? And if you don't like it, well, then tough titty. Don't come by my neighborhood then, you stupid moron. And let me tell you something else. If anything happens to me, I'm not calling the police either. I'm calling Blackwater. I'm calling mercenaries, for Christ's sake, and get the job really done. Instead of having a bunch of Dunkin' Donut eating cops just standing around. Haven't you noticed that? Whenever there's a freaking crime scene, for Christ's sake, these Dunkin' Donut cops, all they're doing is just standing around laughing. You know what? There's a dead body on the floor, they put a cover on it, and they just, stand around there laughing, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Whenever they get done with some high-speed pursuit, what do? They just stand around there and, I had him, I don't know if you saw it there. I had him here, and he did one of these turns here, and then he hit there. Shut up, pig. Just sit over there and do your fucking job, you stupid copper, instead of sitting over here trying to, abuse your authority on everyday citizens that pay your salary. Go catch the criminal, you jerk. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore, for Christ's sake. Anyway, before we get anything else, I'd like to go ahead and get some Twitter shout-outs, because we did skip them last hour because you people have pissed me off. All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get some Twitter shout-outs to be had out here. And before we do, if you have, shut down the chat room, engineer. Shut down that chat room. Here's the Twitter name that you need to go to right here, Ghost Politics. That's the Twitter account. It's right there in front of you. Retweet the first tweet on that Twitter account, and by God, I will make sure to give you a shout-out right here, right now on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, all right? And moreover, follow me on Twitter, for Christ's sake. Follow me on Twitter. Don't be just sitting there like a stupid, unappreciative jerk, Nick. Go ahead and give me a goddamn follow, for Christ's sake. Anyway, do we got any damn chat room, or not chat room shout-outs, Twitter shout-outs to be had? All right, we got a few Twitter shout-outs to be had out here, so let's go ahead and get to those right now. And once again, retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account. Who we got? We got I'm Axel Bones. We got Murdoch Nicholas 66. We got Cowboys LOL. Yeah, real funny jerk. We've got Tankies for Ghost. We got somebody named Ian Ritchie once again. I think I already said what's going on to Ian Ritchie. Who the hell else do we got, engineer? We got Poop Tickler Jr. We've got Halo the Troll, Celtic Brody. We've got PC Tech Pit Stop. We got Men for Panties. Sick son of a bitch. We got Go Gadget Cans. You son of a bitch. We've got, what is this, Dusky Daycare? Jesus Christ. When are you gonna end this crap with the Sandusky fetish that you sick sons of bitches have? When are you gonna give this up, for Christ's sake, man? Jesus Christ, you sick Sandusky fruity asses, man. Anyway, who else do we got? We got Tally Flint. We've got Phil McCracken. We got M. Goblin. I'm not going to say that, you stupid son of a bitch. Tooth Fairy Ghost. Homo Queersicle. Matt Inno 199. We've got Dusky Politic. Yeah, shove it up your ass, you stupid Dusky ass. Enough of that crap. All right, I'm not going to say any more goddamn Twitter shout-outs if this what you idiots are going to goddamn do, man. I'm not joking. Anyway, we got Park Logic Chris in the house. We got Toe Hose for Ghost. Toe Hose for Ghost, you foot fetish sick son. Damn it. Sick freak. You sick-ass freaks, for Christ's sake, God damn it. Jesus Christ. Sick son of a bitch. Give me that mic. Give me that freaking mic, for Christ's sake. I'm just going to say a couple of more and that's it, and then we're getting off to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast here. Who else do we got going on here? We got El Foxo Loco, Blue Slime Girl. We've got Southpaw for Ghost, Turd Burglar. We've got Flamin' Nipple Chops in the house. What's going on to Flamin' Nipple Chops? Who else do we got? I'm not going to say that name, for Christ's sake. Who else do we got? We got Mr. Hambone. We got I Shot Ghost Dog. Shove it up your ass, all right? Who else we got? We got the Hairbinger in the place. We got Asho Fan Club. Who else we got? We got Flutter Mother. We got Vibrated Grandma. Yeah, son of a fucking... Damn it! Son of a bitch, man. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you sorry sacks of crap to not talk about my granny, man. Don't talk about my granny. She was a pious woman. You understand that? She never hurt a soul, and for you people to besmirch her memory is a disgrace. Don't talk about my granny. I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you. I'm warning all of you. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm not going to do any more goddamn Twitter shout-outs if that's the way you idiots are going to treat me, for Christ's sake. You understand that? Anyway, let's go into everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. And let me tell you something else. If you idiots piss me off in Radio Graffiti, I'll just end the freaking show, all right? I'll just end the freaking show. I can be on 6th Street right now, baby, Wednesday. Still got dollar you call it, baby. Still got dollar you call it today. I can go down there and get some Crown on the Rocks, $1, baby. But instead I'm screwing around with you jerk dicks. Screwing around with you cyber vermin trash. Anyway, look, we are at everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti, all right? It's when everybody that's a part of the spectator can be part of the spectacle, and, you know, all that other nonsense. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, you know it. You get it. All right, you people are pissing me off. For those of you that don't know what the hell Radio Graffiti is, it's when you can go and call up right now, 646-652-4869, and when I call on your area code or call on your Skype name, you have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's right. That's what Radio Graffiti is. So go ahead and give me a call, 646-652-4869, and when I call on your area code or on your Skype name, you better be ready. Don't be a Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake, all right, jerk dick? All right, let's get it started here. Who we got? 204 Radio Graffiti.
I love poop.
Yeah, shut up, you 8-year-old prick. Hey, 571 Radio Graffiti.
There you go. What's up?
Well, your mom. 559 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'm surprised you didn't talk about that Russian terrorist Vladimir Makarov.
Yeah, shut up. That's an old meme, and that's an old game. 347 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, real funny. Over 9,000 remixes out here because of you jerk asses. 914 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. It's Asso.
God damn it! What, man? How many numbers do you have, for Christ's sake? What? What do you want, asshole? God damn it! You already showed off that you're watching pornographic material and drinking cerveza. What do you want?
No, Pappy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get him off. Get him off, for Christ's sake. We don't want to hear no 8-year-old fap. 540 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, just one of Ashel's friends here, and I'm watching a porno called Ghost Flexes Nuts with Granny.
You son of a bitch. And that sounded like a fruity-ass bastard, too. You got that? Damn it! You idiots talking about my granny, I guarantee you if we were in a goddamn barroom, I'd be beating your ass. I'd be beating your stupid ass. You goddamn... Damn it. God damn all of you. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, I'm gonna end this crap. I'm gonna end this broadcast. You idiots keep this crap up, man. You idiots keep this crap up. I'm ending this freaking broadcast. You idiots keep this up. I'm ending this freaking broadcast. You idiots keep this up. I'm freaking. World Terrorist! God damn all of you to hell! God damn it! Jesus Christ, I could be on 6th Street right now. I could be on freaking 6th Street right now. But I'm here with these freaking cyber vermin. I'm out here kicking it with these freaking troll terrorists, for Christ's sake. Son of a bitch. Give me the mic. Give me that freaking mic, for Christ's sake. I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you that are in this broadcast. That's enough. That's enough. It's bad enough that you've turned today into Fruit Bowl Wednesday. I'm not taking any more of this crap, all right? I'm warning all of you. I'll end this broadcast faster than you can say, Son of a bitch. 860 Radio Graffiti. I mean, we had a whole freaking ghost opera going on over here, man. A whole freaking ghost opera. I mean, Ghost Pops up in here, man. 208 Radio Graffiti.
Jesus Christ, let me take a drink of this sperm.
Now, shut up. I never said that, you sick sons of bitch. I bet you're one of these goddamn trans testicles that are calling up here getting all offended. 336 Radio Graffiti.
Engineer's talent.
Engineer's not the talent. I'm the talent, asshole. Ghost. Ghost is the talent, and don't you ever forget it. All right? I'm the one that's the talent up in here, all right? I've got tens of thousands of people throughout the world listening to me. Son of a bitch. 518 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, stupid vibrator, for Christ's sake. Get something more original. 864 Radio Graffiti. Now, turn down the radio, you stupid moron. 248 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, look at my phone quality. I use
Take whatever you got in your mouth out, boy. 708 Radio Graffiti.
The bronies and lols from the chat in the box. The tanky take position in the Twitter and the rocks. The lows are with the trolls. Goes his side against the mic. He doesn't mind the liberals. It's the trolls he don't like. He goes around all the cans when the trolls are awake. And he wakes to find the fires hitting arrows in his ass. An engineer rides around and says it's cool for trolls, it's cool for trolls, cool for trolls.
Shut up. Shut up, you Asperger's having idiot, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ, I got better taste in my penis than what you have in music, my friend, all right? Jesus Christ, 405, you there, Radio Graffiti?
Hello, sir. My name is Hank Hill, and I think you have cancer.
Shove it up your ass. It's a horrible impression, by the way, for Christ's sake. How about 361 Radio Graffiti? You're just playing with your pecker shaft. How about Perverted Godzilla, Radio Graffiti? I'm going to have my granddaughters whack at my head. Shut up, shut up, shut up. 201 Radio Graffiti.
In episode 170 of the True Capitalist Radio, 167 minutes in and 20 seconds, you admit to being Robert Chomsky.
I'm not Robert Chomsky, you idiot. I don't know why you idiots think that I'm Robert Chomsky. What am I, Gnome's son or something?
Ghost, you admitted it on episode 170, 167 minutes in and 20 seconds. Go to the archives.
Shut up. I never admitted to anything, you stupid moron, all right? I'm not Robert Chomsky. 269, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, I looked it up. Apparently your grandma was a trans testicle who loved it in the mouth.
Jesus Christ, you sound worse of a trans testicle than anybody who's called up here, for Christ's sake. Are you a male or are you a fat female? It's either one or the other.
Well, I'm someone who wants your body right now.
No, answer the question. Are you a trans testicle or a fat female? Answer the question.
I don't want
to answer it. Exactly. I don't want to answer it because you're a fat jelly-ass woman or you're a trans testicle. So sit there and shut up. Jimmy Kudos, Radio Graffiti. Just leave me alone! Just leave me alone! Just leave me alone! Damn it, you idiots. You're remixing me with freaking Michael Jackson, for Christ's sake. Just for that, let's listen to Michael Jackson doing his breast impression of Dick Clark during this past New Year's Rockin' Eve. How about that, huh? Let's say, put that up, engineer. Put on Michael Jackson as Dick Clark right now. Put it on, engineer. Put it on. Let's see. Let's hear Michael Jackson as Dick Clark up in here. It's pretty funny.
When people leave the show, when people leave my show, I want to say, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Go. I've never seen nothing like this.
I mean, this is the breast impression I've ever heard of Dick Clark. A breast impression.
The greatest entertainer in the world.
Shut up, Michael. Just shut up. Just cut him off. Shut him up. Stupid idiot. 573, Radio Graffiti. Are you kidding me? Are you actually sampling my goddamn voice, for Christ's sake, on some kind of goddamn stupid little keyboard or MIDI? I mean, give me a break, man.
All bronies.
875.
Dan
Radio
all
Graffiti.
bronies. Dan all bronies. Dan all bronies. Dan all bronies. Dan all.
Shut up, man. I mean, were you saying that for the whole hour you were sitting there, for Christ's sake?
Bronies.
575.
Dan
Radio
all
Graffiti.
bronies. Dan all bronies.
Jesus
Dan
Christ,
all.
what are you talking about? Jesus Christ, 469, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, I'm giving a shout out to dead bullies and vibrating grandmas.
You stupid moron. How about 560, Radio
Dan
Graffiti?
all bronies. Dan all bronies. Dan all bronies.
What the hell is
Dan
going
all
on here,
bronies.
for Christ's sake?
Dan
God
all.
damn it. What is this crap, engineer? What is this crap? I mean, we can't get rid of these idiots. I mean, we've got some idiot calling up and man on bronies, man on bronies, I mean, enough of this crap. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I'm just jaded for Christ's sake, man. You know what I mean? I'm jaded. I'm jaded for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm depressed. Because I can't believe that, I'm sitting over here having to put up with this kind of crap, man. I just... Jesus Christ. I don't know what else to say, man. I really don't. I'm at a loss for words here. I mean, I got all kinds of dumbass idiots calling me up. I obviously have been bombarded by a bunch of idiots out here that are out here, man, oh, brony. I mean, give me a break. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. Gee, I don't even want to do this show anymore. I don't even want to do this goddamn show anymore, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, we began the show with a freaking raid, for Christ's sake, right? We got raided by all these goddamn freaking fruity-ass 4chan E-bombers and all these other idiots out here, all right? Then I continuously get besmirched by jerk dicks that think that they're, I don't know, funny or lolls-worthy or something of that nature, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off, you people. I'm pissed off at all of you people. Jesus Christ, man. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic. Give me a freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Damn it. Jesus Christ, folks. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying to continue the broadcast, believe me. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to continue this freaking broadcast with all this bombardment of freaking goddamn ridiculous troll terrorism and cyber verminism. Jesus Christ. I mean, let's continue going, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a little jaded, to say the least, all right? I'm a little jaded, to say the freaking least. Anyway, 580 Radio Graffiti.
Shut up, Dennis! Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Somebody obviously having a good time with himself over there. Who else do we got? We got 646 Radio Graffiti. Another Helen Keller deaf mute. 520 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, you damn freaking Helen Keller deaf mute jerk dicks. 336 Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, I'm Tom the Tank Engine again. I'd like to give a
shut up. Shut up. Shove your tank up your twat. 760 Radio Graffiti.
Does Grandma know you're racist?
You sound like a minority. Are you a minority?
No.
You're lying. You're a Mexican, and I can hear it. 818 Radio Graffiti. Shut up. All right, you stupid, bad, splicing piece of crap. Shut up. 619 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. It's Satcho.
God damn. What? What do you want?
Oh, sorry for doing that on your show, Ghost.
Yeah, go chew on a rubber tortilla and shut up, asshole, all right? Jesus Christ. 210 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, Jesus Christ, another Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 617 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, McFly.
Shut up. God damn it. These are just nothing but fails, man. Nothing but fails. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Yo, Ghost, I got something to say to asshole.
What do you have to say to asshole?
I gotta say that he's a freaking faggot. He should just eat. He should just go to a Mexican taqueria and go eat some bean cheese burritos.
Somebody's calling out asshole, man. We got some 8-year-old drama going on up in here, so you're calling out asshole right here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast?
Yeah, and by the way, I'm 11.
You're 11, so you're not 8 years old, so you're a little older than asshole. Aren't you picking fight with a little bit of a minor, or is that still legal?
Well, here in America, it's legal, but over there where he lives, it's illegal.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Anyway, we got once again a lot of youngins that are listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast, but it looks like somebody's calling out Ashhole, and I don't blame him because he's rather an annoying piece of crap. Who else do we got? 479 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, I'm still in the tub, man. Still in the tub and still very high.
Yeah, that was a major fail for Christ. Let's take some Skype callers. Maybe they'll be better. All right. We got Ham Bones, Radio Graffiti.
Fuck you, Sister Tumbleweed. You
stumbling, mumbling little prick. Texas Troll, Radio Graffiti.
I like sugar and I like tea, but I don't like niggers. No, siree. There's two known things that'll make me puke. That's a hog eating slop in a big black spook, you know. 'Cause I show it like a barnyard rooster, I crow it. And the end of a
You are a racist bastard. I'll tell you that right goddamn now, you're a racist bastard. Mr. Tacos, Radio Graffiti.
Mr. Taco, and I've been never feel sad for you for having no future, stealing your fake capitalism like your ideal.
Yeah, shut up and chew on a damn bean and cheese. John Bradford, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, man? That's good to hear from you. Who else we got? We got Soldier Leaf Hat, Radio Graffiti.
It's your Leaf Hat from Bulgaria, and fuck you, freaking goddamn ass show. Cheers to you, Ghost.
Hey, cheers to you, man. And I hear you about Ashhole, man. He's a little bit of an annoying little bean and cheese Justin Bieber lookalike prick. And not only that, you notice how in his video he's got freaking braces on? You know who's paying for those braces? Me! And you! And other taxpayers, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. 847, Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Mr. Ghost. Is it true that your grandmother is a whore?
That's pretty unoriginal and stupid, and no, she's not. Who else do we got? We got 586, Radio Graffiti. Are you there? Are you just going to play with the Peter Popper or what? There's another Helen Keller deaf mute, I assume, here. Burning Count Dracula, Radio Graffiti.
Yo, what's up?
How's it going? Who else we got? We got Nutflex, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, your acting is worse than Adam Sandler, Martin Lawrence, David Spade, Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, well, you sound fruitier than Ricky Martin, Richard Simmons. Can we go on? Paragliding, Radio Graffiti.
Your acting is worse than Hugh Jackman, Matt Perry, David Schwimmer, Jared Mills.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you fruity-ass bastard. Can you take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack? And screw David Schwimmer. I'm glad we're not seeing that stupid idiot anymore, for Christ's sake. What a waste of time. Who else we got? 732, Radio Graffiti.
my grandmother.
God damn it, you son of a bitch. I've told you about that. I've told you about that. Damn it. I told all of you not to talk about my granny, and you people will keep pushing me. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing and pushing, for Christ's sake. You keep pushing my buttons. You people like doing that. You like pushing my buttons, for Christ's sake, man. You like... Damn it. I'm warning you, all you idiots that are sitting here talking about my granny, you're in hot water. And I'm talking to each and every one of you sitting there, looking at the computer screen. I'm talking to you. You son of a bitch. Oh, Jesus Christ, my heart's beating like a rabbit. Oh, my God. Exara Hawks, Radio Graffiti. Let it be, let it be, let it be. That's the pianist right there. That's the true capitalist radio pianist, Exara Hawks. And we love to hear from him every time he calls up, for Christ's sake. We appreciate it, man. We know that you got school, you got other things that you got to worry about. We appreciate you being here. Celtic Brony, Radio Graffiti. Melting hot. Melting hot. Melting hot. Man, that almost sounds a little like DJ Screw there, Celtic Brony. Are you getting screwed up? You part of the screwed up clique or something? Jesus Christ. Who else we got? We're going to continue going here. We got area code 412, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Love the show. Keep it going, man.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man. The Rock, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Who choked harder, the Cowboys or your grandma in the back of a Denny's restaurant?
God damn son of a... Oh, for Christ's sake. That's it, all right? That's it. Enough. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. All right, I'm not going to sit up here and put up with this. Give me the mic. Freaking mic, for Christ's sake. You idiots will be lucky if I come here and do a show tomorrow at the same place at the same time. You'll be lucky. As a matter of fact, shut down the chat room, engineer. God damn it. Shut down that goddamn chat room. Everybody follow me on Twitter, Ghost Politics. All one word, no underscores. It's right there on the screen. And, of course, if you want to be at the archive of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, it's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And remember, now until January 8th, buy anything from the True Capitalist Radio shop at ghostpolitics.com, and I will follow you before January 8th. So act now. Buy now. Buy your merchandise now, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this goddamn Fruit Bowl Wednesday. We are now officially off the air. I'm out of here, for Christ's sake. Thank everybody for tuning in with me. Long live the capitalist movement, and death to all these freaking fruity-ass, ignorant pieces of trash who are besmirching my show. I'm out of here.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central, or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
Geico presents sharing versus oversharing. Today, Bridget Griffin shared a video of her daily yoga routine, 2 self-help articles, and her new blog called Build Your Inner Bridge with Bridge. Girl, your sharing has turned into oversharing. No worries, Bridge. Geico has some info worth sharing with your 7 blog followers, like how you could save money on your car insurance, update your policy, and report a claim, just by visiting geico.com. How's that for building your inner bridge? Bridge, Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.